All right, guys. Big pod with Chito Vera. Honestly, this was probably one of my favorite pods I think that I've ever done. People ask me all the time, oh, what's one of your favorite pods? This pod, I honestly just had a great time. Talked about a lot of stuff I had no idea I was going to talk about. Obviously, talked about some stuff that you guys probably clicked on it for the title. But if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys drop a comment, drop a like, show some love. I appreciate all the support. Let's get into this podcast. All right, guys. So as you know, the NFL season is back. Okay, I'm excited. I'm very happy. And the easiest way for you guys to play fantasy is with Underdog Sports. Now, check this out. It's super simple. All you have to do is pick each week which players you think are going to go higher. All right, and here are my picks for this weekend. Kirk Cousins going higher. CJ Stroud going higher. Bijan Robinson going higher. Derrick Henry going higher. And Lamar Jackson going higher, of course. If you guys want to come, you want to play with me, Underdog Sports has got you guys 100%, super easy, best way to play. You can also go on the App Store. I know they got an app as well. Underdog Pick'em games are available in 32 states, including California, Texas, and Florida. All right, guys, so check this out. Sign up on UnderdogFantasy.com, code Bradley. They're going to match your bet of up to $100, and you get a special pick this weekend. Do it right now. Easiest place to do it. UnderdogFantasy.com, code Bradley. Do it. Or you're missing out and you're losing, and that would suck. It's a bad decision. So UnderdogFantasy.com, code Bradley. You get up to $100. They'll match you with what you're putting in there. I don't know why you'd miss out on it. Go do it right now. I love you guys. Let's get back into this podcast. I don't know. How do you train high?
Nothing combat related high because I'm not fighting high, but running, lifting, daily basis, before or after.
Have you always done that?
Yes, I smoked since I was like 13.
Holy shit. Well, by the way, Chito, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Blessing to have you. I really appreciate you driving all the way from Newport down here, all the way up here, rather. Yeah. So you've been smoking since you were a kid. You always smoked training, but never smoked. You don't smoke sparring?
Exactly, because I'm not gonna fight high. So why change the chemicals in my body or the way I think? Because I use mushrooms, psychedelics for the brain. Like, I'm not using it like because it's trendy, because it's cool. I do it because it really benefits your brain and performance and all that. Like, it's an enhancer of a better life. That's 100%. How I see it.
Yeah.
I research a lot, the macros, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not gonna fight high. So sparring, I go fully sober. Yeah. After sparring, I smoke or eat mushrooms. Just to get on my head and think about it, but I run high. Like, I run 8 miles before I came here.
I was watching your stories.
And I took like a gram of mushrooms.
Yo, I had no idea. I'm so excited. You probably haven't seen much of my stuff, or I don't even know if any at all, but I talk about mushrooms all the time.
Oh, really?
All the time.
I knew about you because you always ask somebody when you win in a fight.
Street fight.
So that's like, and I like that. It's a funny question. That's why I like that. I'm like, I know you for that.
That's amazing.
But I guess I get to know you more now.
Yeah, this is really cool. So the psychedelic stuff, when did you start dabbling in that? And how did you understand it to be not just, because most people think about when they hear about psychedelics, it's like a party drug, mushrooms, party drug. Or
normal people have in their head like a hippie, like somebody that doesn't have a job, that is a loser or failed in life and do drugs because it's up. Yeah. It's the opposite. Like, mushrooms are good for your brain. Yeah. And since they actually came from the ground, it's not something like it's created by man. It's there for a reason. There's a reason all these things are there. It's just resources that we got on earth to like heal, feel better, or sometimes just let go. And you can have a little fun with it, but it's probably my first experience with mushrooms was like, I was maybe 14, and a friend told me like, dude, this is like, you're gonna see crazy shit. Just like, sure, yeah, let me take a handful. But it's friends in the beach, like there's no like a stress or like a bad trip because it's just fun and games. But when all this came out, all the studies and people saying like this helps with concussions, help with the brain health. I mean, I get punched in the face weekly. Yeah. And I don't want to have all this success, retire one day, be set for life, and don't enjoy that because I'm going to be like Ali or many other fighters that have a problem. Yeah, with the brain. Yeah. I want to make sure once I'm done doing this, because I'm all in, I'm not part-time doing it. I'm not halfway doing it. I'm all the way, 1,000% discipline, all in. Once this is over, I want to have fun. I want to travel the world with my wife, with the kids, and have fun.
Yeah. But what got you on to understanding of the benefits of it? Because the regenerativeness of the
I'm just a junkie. I read a lot. Like, I'm into health. Whatever make you feel better. I'm not a guy that fell in love with this one diet. I don't only eat this. I eat everything, but everything raw. Everything with the package labeling. Everything that is just pure food. Like, I don't eat for taste. I can cook a meat like a motherfucker. It's delicious, but I'm not like adding anything. I'm not trying to
it's
have.
all for function.
Yes, all for performance.
And you've been like that your entire like training career, or did that shift at some point?
Well, before I get to understand health, I will eat normal. I will eat like rice, meat, beans. I will have some sugars here and there. I will eat McDonald's once a month, and you just don't know, right? You think it's okay to eat like that because you grew up eating at home. You don't know what's good and what's bad. But my wife one day started like cooking different at home. She was trying this like this is like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And she started like cooking like healthy, right? And I would make fun of her, like she would have like vegetables.
Wait, and for reference, how old are you?
I'm 30.
This was when you were 20. You were married when you were 20.
We got married when we were 19 and she was 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that later, but continue.
We got 3 kids, by the way.
Man.
She got pregnant when she was 17. So yeah, we've been together our whole fucking life.
That's amazing.
So one day she started cooking just different, right? Like I would see like raw veggies, small portions of carbs. It's not enough to get you through. Clean protein, just salt and pepper, not too much seasoning. Like this is like kind of like very basic place. And I was like, what is that? Like she's like, no, I've been reading like green juices and this and that and smoothies and eating better and cut all the sugars. You can eat as much natural sugar you want. You can eat mangoes, whatever you want on fruit, but all animal based, roots, nothing processed, nothing with a package that says like a list of ingredients. Everything is just plain. And I was kind of like tripping out. I was like, what is this? Because I'm from Ecuador. We used to eat soups, rice, many carbs.
Ecuador.
Exactly. You know, Coca-Cola is not bad. You don't want to do it every day, but it's not. You grew up like thinking
normal.
All this is normal.
Yeah.
And then one day she just went, boom. And I started feeling better. Because you get rid of inflammation. You get rid of like all these bullshit and chemicals that the food brings.
Yeah, gut health, all that.
And I was just like, fuck, I'm hyper as fuck. I got a crazy energy. But when I started eating better, I just become more, like I feel my brain was working faster, my reaction times, everything. And non-inflammation, because you feel, when you inflame, you feel sluggish, you feel weird. I was like, perfect. And since then to now, I just keep researching, keep asking questions, keep like, you know, follow these doctors that go to Joe Rogan and they talk about like what foods are good or how to mix them, or just go to the internet and see why and how.
Yeah. So so would you say your wife got you onto that?
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
You know what I found so interesting? So I saw the stuff like Sean Strickland recently won the title against Izzy, and he was talking about how like his wife came and like changed his life. Like I just always find it interesting how like a woman can come in and like completely shift your norms.
Woman is very important, bro. Like especially when you got a good one in your life. Like when you have somebody that is like a soldier. Like he's gonna fight your battles. He's gonna help you to get to the battle. It's gonna be regardless, no matter what. And sometimes you get lucky with a good one, or sometimes you get not so lucky with a piece of shit. It goes vice versa. It goes for men too. Men can be a piece, like, you know.
Yeah, of course.
They need to find the right one too. But I mean, we got 3 kids. I met her in 4th grade.
What, bro?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's like a fucking fairy tale.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
And both of you in Ecuador?
Ecuador, yeah. When I moved from this small town I used to live to the big city, so my dad brought us to the big city once my sister was right before she graduated high school, so she can go to a better college, find a good job, because you don't want to stay forever in these tiny towns because there's not too much to do.
Yeah.
There's not too many opportunities. The education is a lower level. So my father was like, you know, good father, good plan. Once my oldest one is about to go to college, we all moved to the city, and they can. Since I was the youngest one, I probably get the most out of it because I moved to a big city in 4th grade. So I learned English, better quality of teachers, better everything. Then my brother is older. I'm the youngest one. He had like 2 years left on high school, and then he went to college, but in the city. And then I got to meet my wife in this school, like in the city.
And did you guys maintain a connection for a long time, or just like on and off? Like
we stayed in the same school until 2 years before high school was over because I got kicked out. But before that,
what, you get kicked out?
Fighting, lighting things on fire, smoking on the parking lot.
So that's just funny. I had Nate on the podcast, Nate Diaz, and he was talking about just like grew up in fighting. Like, how did you get introduced? And we'll talk more about the family dynamics as well, but how did you get introduced to fighting?
Bro, I'm a professional street fighter. I was fighting since I
professional street fighter.
I have my last memories until I can remember. I was fighting kids on the street,
but not bigger guys, like not like guys like me.
No bodybuilders. Yeah. But like when I was a kid, I was fighting
other kids.
Let's see a homeless kid. We play soccer on the street. Something goes wrong. Fuck you. Boom, and that was like normal. If I have a problem with anybody, that's who we solve it. Oh, you don't like me? F you. Let's fight. I was playing soccer. I kicked somebody. I did something like, I earned a yellow card. The guy said, "F you." My first reaction is punch him in the face. I just love to fight. And then when I was getting older, I was in clubs. I would just, somebody would bong me. And if they don't give me the right energy or say sorry, I would just like, boom.
It's because nowadays it's like people are so quick to pull weapons and shit. It's different now.
Yeah, but I have the same energy. I don't with nobody. But you give me a tiny reason, I'm going to punch in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you don't with nobody and you don't bring that energy that you want to prove yourself, everybody will just be cool to you. You know how there's people that are looking for something.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones, you just punch them in the face. Straight right in the mouth.
Who wins the street fight, me or you?
I kill you. I swear to God, I kill you.
How much you weigh?
155 right now.
How would you kill me?
Bro,
what? No, I'm saying like what move?
Yeah, check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't grab me and throw me to a wall.
So if I don't get my hands on you?
No, but I will grapple you too. But okay. The only way I feel you will beat me, if you grab me and you hit my head with the wall, and then if I get KO, because if you don't knock me out, I'm gonna keep coming. And cardio wise, you don't. I'm an animal, dude. I don't
believe
stop.
You. I mean, I
run 13 miles every Sunday. I'm a real runner. Train my ass off. I'm healthy, so like in Street Fighter, the health. Even if you start punching me and hurting me, my health won't leave me too quick. You will have to like really knock me out early.
You have to be cold.
If not, dude, I'm gonna take your eyes out of your face. It's a street fight, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about like referee.
No.
Oh,
it's to the death.
I'm opening your guts and fucking playing with them. I have that on me. I swear to God.
I love it.
I like you're big.
I'm not gonna lie though. When you started talking about the mushrooms and like your training and your diet, I was like, this guy. It's probably
I've been in the other side, dude. I know all those warriors. I saw them. I smoked DMT too, so.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Never?
Yes.
It's the best thing ever, dude.
Have you ever done yahe or like ayahuasca?
No, and I'm fucking dying to do it. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Yeah. You want to do it. You want to do it in a way that's, kind of, it's just a little, maybe more ceremonial.
Oh, 1,000%. When I smoked DMT, it wasn't like for fun. We sit down.
Yeah.
We set up intention. What was the reason you're doing it? What would you like to fix? And you just speak your thoughts. And it's all personal friends. Like just people that love you, and they're not there to do drugs. It's not a line of cocaine. I never did cocaine in my life. Probably never will. It's because just go by, you see, who does cocaine, they're who smoke, do motion, they're happy. Let's go on that side. That was my welcome to this world. When I was like, my friends, right, my circle of friends, once I do, they were like just doing cocaine and just looking forward to cocaine, and they weren't like looking for chicks or looking for have fun. They just want to do cocaine. Then the stoners, they're having fun. They're eating some mushrooms. They're like, ooh, they're seeing some colors. I'm like, I don't want to be a
yeah.
I don't want to suck. I want to go have fun.
They're doing anything for that shit. They're like crazy addicted.
Yeah, and I've been there. I saw friends coming in and out of rehab daily basis, and I was like, just what's the point? If you know, I already know that thing is bad. Why I'm gonna do
and
it?
it's like a temporary like performance enhancer that doesn't actually enhance your performance.
It just makes you feel like you're the shit, right?
Yeah, and it's actually worse for your body and for you and everything you do. Obviously, like it's very clear how defined you are and like what you want to do and put in your body because it's all about function.
Bro, 1,000%. Everything. If you go to my house, you open my kitchen, my whatever the food is, the fridge, it's like raw milk, meat, pounds of meat.
Damn, you're
deer,
doing it for so what's
elk.
damn, you eat good.
Oh yeah.
Do you have like a regimen as far as like your diet goes or your supplements? Like
I'm not too much in. I don't have any supplements at all. It's all
no
food.
pills.
No pills.
Holy shit.
Just the fact that a pill is on a pill, I don't want it on myself.
Damn, you're really that deep.
Yeah.
That's
I eat
major
meat.
respect.
Dude, I eat meat, eggs, raw butter. Like, only, like, if I'm gonna drink a juice, it's not in a bottle. Gotta be, like, pressed in that moment.
Damn.
I have my juicer machine at home. I use my own juice. Like, I do go to the store and get a green juice, but I go to the bar. I'm like, I want this mix of veggies with apple.
So you've been eating like this for how long? You said
Like a little over 10 years, dude. And that people don't. I'm like, sometimes people see at me and they're like, dude, you're doing a sacrifice. I'm like, no, you don't.
You mean you're giving up like these good things?
Yeah, like I'm giving up these Twix, sneakers, candy, sugar.
Bullshit.
I'm like, you just grab a handful and you feel like a piece of shit. You feel depressed. That food will bring you, it will drag you down because the moment your blood and your stomach goes like, it's almost a similar feeling when you get paranoid on this. Like you're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh,
you know what's interesting? How people don't understand. I think literally most people don't realize how much better they can feel because they just that's what they know and they just know that to be normal and they don't know that there's so much actually
it's like
more.
doing drugs, dude. It's like pussies that cheat to win tournaments and you use enhancers drugs. That's how I feel when I eat the way like
Wait,
this.
what was that word? What's a cheat?
No, when people like pussies, when people
when pussies cheat,
they do drugs to be
take
faster
steroids and shit. Yeah.
I'm talking to competition. If you wanna be a fucking big guy, be a big guy, cool. But fighting is specific.
Yeah,
it's too fucked up. And you
don't think all those guys are taking that shit? Though?
I think there's a lot of people taking it. Because it's so easy to beat USADA.
Yeah,
you need like
timing.
You need like 20 grand. Call a good doctor. Boom.
Oh, you could just pay him?
Yeah, if no. A good doctor will give you good products. He will tell you how to clean yourself.
Oh, okay.
USADA only comes 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. I would love if USADA knock at your door at 4 a.m., 10 p.m., 3 p.m.
Completely random.
Randomly. Because they have this window. So I can go to the fucking mountains in Ecuador and tell them I'm hunting. And I'll be doing EPO and shit. By the time I come back, there's nothing on me.
Yeah.
But
damn. I just feel like that's such a
I'd rather die before I cheat, bro. I can't do it. You can offer me everything. The answer, the question, the solution, and I'm gonna be like, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. I don't even wanna be your friend if you're doing that.
In that sport.
In sports.
Yeah.
Outside.
I feel like it's probably so much more prevalent. Like I feel like a lot of people are doing it.
I think a huge percentage is doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make you, I guess it can make you more aggressive. It can make you have higher like oxygen capacity, but I don't know if it's going to make you a better fighter.
Yeah, but there's drugs out there that will give you, now the technology is getting better. So they're giving you shit that is for your reaction time.
Oh, shit.
For your eyes. I mean, I have good eyes, dude. I'm like a fucking cat. Sometimes on TV, he's getting punched. Those things are not getting even near my face. I can go fucking ninja style. I just fucking block it all. And I know how important the eyes are.
There's drugs that make you have better reaction time? I wonder what the fuck that is.
Those fucking Russians make everything.
Yeah. So crazy.
Fucking how many medals they took from them? Like almost every single one. They're banned from the Olympics. They make everything.
Yeah. It's such a crazy sport. I feel like it's in all sports though too. I feel like it's prevalent in all sports. Because like at the top level, the highest level, right? Like you think especially if you're in a sport where you know it's probably being used or likely could be used, then a lot of guys tend to use it because like they feel like they almost need to.
I grew up different. Like to me, it's like, is it you're good or you're bad?
Like, have you seen Connor after he got injured and like where he's at now? Like, he looks like he's on gear to me.
It's impossible, dude. There's no way he's just eating fucking.
Because he got fucking huge and his face got big. He got
and his
big.
hair went away. I'm like, yeah, no. It's like you don't get that big by eating a steak and eggs.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. And God bless him, dude. He can get away with it. I'm sure the UFC goes like, you know what, dude? You make us the most money. I get the business part. That's why you can't get mad. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you can control the drug problem in the UFC. It's just, I mean, bro, I'm disciplined through the year, and I don't fucking look like you.
Yeah. You always stay consistent.
I stay consistent.
What do you struggle with the most?
In terms of what?
In terms of like physicality, like are you like is it gassing out? No, I mean you said no, or is it like strength? Is it leg strength? Like where do you think you need to improve on the most? Like,
well, I'm the type of guy that is always room for improvement. I'm trying to get my numbers better in lifting. I try to shave the seconds in my miles. Like I really have fun training. I love this shit so much that I don't go to the lifting training and I go like, fuck, I gotta go lift right now. I'm weak. Like I think like this. Like when I go to the wrestling room, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking try to beat these fucking wrestlers. I'm gonna try to make this happen. If I go to the jiu-jitsu room, I'm like, I'm gonna try to like be world class. If I wanna spar a pro boxer, I'm like, I'm gonna pimp this motherfucker. I wanna try to sleep and punch him like and be that. So I don't have that type of a struggle. Like I do it all pretty good. And lifting wise, I got big numbers. Like I believe a lot on the squat. I believe a squat boosts your testosterone.
Hell yeah.
I feel the legs, the stronger the legs are, the better. I know guys that can bench press 1,000,000 pounds, but they can squat shit. I don't respect. That's a half man right there.
It's a fact.
The chest, dude, push-ups, pull-ups, you get a good punch. I punch hard as fuck, and I don't fucking do bench press.
Well, it's hip strength.
I squat. Strength. I got like 3 plates and a 25.
Honest, how much you weigh?
155.
Oh shit! What is that? Three plates and 20? 365? What? 365.
Yeah,
that's fucking
I got
heavy.
beers. Like I'm
You're squatting 365 to depth though?
No, like half go.
Okay.
I show you a video.
I'll see. I'll check later. We'll check.
But
later.
I'm not going fully deep like CrossFit guys. Like I used to train at a CrossFit back home, and the CrossFit will hate me because I'm not trying to compete with them. But I'm like, yes, I can do 3 plates. I can go for 5 because I build up to that. I go like, week 1 I start with 2 plates and a half, and I stay consistent for a full week. Then week 2 I go 3 plates, just 3 plates, and I try to do 1. I stop.
Does your training change when you get closer to a fight? Like, do you stop that leg stuff because you need?
I go really heavy, far. Like right now I go heavy, but I run a lot too. So I don't get too tight, and I don't get too like sloppy. So like even if I'm lifting really heavy, like deadlift, a squat, I'm like doing push-ups with weights, like with the chains and everything. Heavy kettlebell workout. I rack 2 kettlebells, a squat, a scissor squats, all that. But I feel like I'm get really strong. But then I also run a lot. I don't stop running ever. So I don't get that part out of the way.
Do you ever feel like, obviously your focus is on the cardiovascular stuff because obviously you run so much. Do you ever feel like your cardio though is directly affecting your strength? Like, do you feel your strength kind of? I really try to like push each other like this
to the fight. Yeah. So I'm not like too strong, but I'm like if you're that strong and you only lift them, you're not flexible. Then you're a little like sloppy, slow.
Endurance.
And if you only run, then you become kind of like a rubber band.
Like fucking okay.
So I try to be very strong and run a lot. But by the time the fight gets closer, I start exploding a lot. I forget about the long distance running. I go 3-4 miles, but I'm going like sprinting, and I'm trying to beat my times. And I do sprints. I do 100 yards. I jump a lot. Everything is explosive. Little weights, but fucking jumping, throwing shit. And I can feel the transition like 6 weeks before the fight. I start like I'm as snappy as fuck. I'm quick. I'm like reacting good. But the strength and power still is there.
So when did you really start to feel like you mastered it? Like how long into your career were you like, oh, I get this?
Before I used to lift a lot, but I wouldn't run too much. I would sprint, I would do small runs, but once I start running like 13, 14, 15 miles, like...
Bro, that's fucking insane.
It's great, but the cardio that you get...
Like straight?
Straight. Like, Jesus. I will go like 7 miles left, and then I just gotta come back. Like, I live in Newport. I ran my last... I always find new routes. I'm not a one route, I run it twice, and I'm like over it. I like to see new... That's why when I go to a run, I don't go thinking I'm going to go to this place. I just go left, right, down this place, come up, come down. Yeah. Like, I'm not like... I don't have a route. I just go. But I've been going all the way to HB, and I pass the pier, and I've been trying to get to Seal Beach, but it's a little too far.
From Newport?
From Newport.
Holy shit.
Like, if I show you my maps, my runs, dude, they're huge, crazy circles.
So, okay, a little bit more about training stuff. You were talking earlier about like going to do boxing or going to do wrestling or going to do jiu-jitsu. What part of like your game do you think you try to improve the most on currently? Because are you trying to fight Sugar Sean? Is that what they're talking about?
I think that's happening.
Because he's been like chirping you.
Yeah, he won it. Of course he won. He got his ass kicked last time. But from what I understand, the UFC haven't told me anything. But knowing that the UFC is a money machine, and there is more, and they're not here to please your feelings or hurt your feelings.
Right.
They do what is best for business.
Fair.
And this is good for business.
Yeah.
I'm number one contender. I'm not. I fell short against Sanhagen. I beat Munoz. I'm still in that top 5 conversation. I get it. These other two might deserve it, but guess what? They hurt.
And Sterling.
Yeah, not Sterling.
Not Sterling.
If you get a stop like that, you gotta fight somebody to go back.
What was your take on that? You saw that fight.
I
interviewed him, and he was like, "I was good. He shouldn't have stopped it."
No, he was fucked. He's talking. He talks. Shut the fuck up. You get knocked out. You were running like a fucking idiot in there. Like, you don't go like that. Like, open arms. Oh, you're gonna get cracked. He fought like a guy in a bar. But it's because of pressure. I get it. Sean brings those lights. It's flashy. Brings a lot of media. Huge audience.
Yeah.
If that affect you, you're fucked. I fought that night too. So the press conference, I was there. All Jimin was fighting with the fans. He was like, I'm gonna prove you guys. I'm like, fuck.
He was saying that?
Oh yeah, he's a fucking cook.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, dude. When I'm fighting, I don't give a fuck the media. I don't give a fuck who's tagging me. I don't give a fuck who's watching. I already know all that. I'm focused on my opponent. I'm like, fuck the world, fuck the noise. I'm not paying attention to that. Fuck this guy. I want to kill this guy. That's all I have in my mind. The fact that he was fighting with the crowd and telling them, like, you guys will see, they were booing him. Being booed is okay.
Yeah.
It's either you boo or you love. Both make you the same money.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It was so, and I was like, dude, Sean is a talker. He wasn't even talking. It was all you against the fans. And by the time you get to the locker room and they're wrapping your hands, you remember all the waves of energy that you didn't save for that moment.
Damn. That's fucking real.
It's facts. I mean, I speak facts all the time.
Fuck.
But it's like, example, let's say you go online and you don't know me, and you're looking through the car, and you're like, let's say you're just a fan of my opponent, and you're like fully rooting for him.
Yeah.
Most fighters get mad at that. They're like, fuck that guy. I'm like, you don't even know the person. Why you have to root for? You root for who you like.
Yeah.
Period. But fighters get emotional. You can bring that thing to the cage.
You think he brought that into that fight?
Oh, 1,000%. He lost that fight months before the fight.
Fuck.
I can tell you by the way he was talking, he was like bragging about his weight. Like, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm bigger, I'm going to get a hold of you. I'm like, dude, doesn't matter how big you are. You still got to cut the way and make the way. We make the way at the same time.
Yeah.
And we have the same time until we fight. Doesn't matter who cuts more. He's just ready. That's all that matters. And he was emotional in that fight. He was. You don't say you're going to leave the division before a fight. You don't say you're retiring before a fight. Because you already put out there in the universe
I see.
that you're going to quit, that it's okay to lose. That's not okay.
Because he was talking about fighting Volk.
I mean,
Yeah.
you focus on the task you had in front of you. Don't wipe your ass before you shed.
Yeah.
You know, and
damn.
And he did that.
What about Marab?
Fuck that little shit.
Yo, you guys are so funny to me, man.
He's a fucking cook, dude, too. Funny, I was in the fights this weekend in Vegas, and bro, again, I don't show up to a place looking for something. I was front row. He was literally a chair behind me, and I was just watching the fights. I don't even acknowledge the guy. I'm like, dude, we're in the same division, cool. I'm not the guy that'll shake your hand and give you a hug, but I just walk near you. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
He bumped on my shoulder. I was like, what's up? It's like, you talking chat. And I'm like, what? See, you tweeted shit about me. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Did you?
No, I don't even know the guy, dude.
Okay.
There was a meme going on. You saw when all you put the phone thing.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then
I'm next thing.
And then I'm next. We all reply, right?
Yes.
He say, hold long, number 6, wait your turn. But Ecuadorians use some Ecuadorian slang and put me downstairs saying like chúpalo. Chúpalo means go and suck dick. If you translate it to English, but in Ecuador, you go like, I don't like your hat. Fuck off. That means chúpalo. Like, beat up.
Fuck off.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
And I retweet the meme, but it was a joke. It was an internal joke with the Ecuadorians. It was nothing about, but he don't know. I get it. He barely speak English.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit of a moron too. So I turn red quick. I go like, dude, fuck off. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about you. You're not in my fucking thoughts. Beat it. Watch the fights. I'm high right now. Fuck off. He went and I was in a, you know when you're so clean in your answers and so respectful but also mean, that the guy had nothing to say back. He was just like, yeah, I knocked your shoulder for no reason. I get what you say. He kind of like didn't know what to do. He felt awkward.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but I do want to fight you. And I said, let's go right now, motherfucker. I just turn, I stand up. Let's go. And I was begging the Lord, please have him throw something so I can just fucking break his fucking face right now.
What would happen if that actually happened in the UFC?
It would be perfect because there was no security right there. But that's the thing. I mean it. I'm not the typical.
I believe you.
I don't put a mask on and go like, you. I don't have this persona. I'm who I am. And I'm cool with that, and people love me for that. I'm who I am. If you tell me you want to fight me, I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm not gonna. Look what happened with Leon Edwards and Masvidal. You don't go to another man's face expecting nothing's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen if you're a real man. You told me you want to fight me. I said, let's go right now, motherfucker. I just went red, dude. And then he went like, oh, no, I talk about in the cage. Fuck you and fuck the cage, dude.
So you would do it, obviously. I mean, he would obviously have to respond in that moment, but what would the UFC do? Would they be mad if that happened, or would that just be like,
that's free publicity, bro.
I think, yeah, bro, I love the UFC.
I love it too, bro.
Fuck.
And that's the thing. People hate on Dana. People hate on the UFC. You will only hate them if you are in the bad side of this talking, if you're a loser, if you haven't breakthrough. Because in MMA, there's many good fighters. But there's this point, this breakthrough moment that you just become a star. Like, people just fuck with you. People are like, that guy. Like, Masvidal and Colby, and I love Masvidal, that's my boy. When they were friends, but think about it, 10 fights ago, they were like under the radar, and Masvidal is a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
One day they just decide to start going crazy on Twitter. I'm an MMA nerd. I watch every single fight card, and I know these guys. That's why, like, for me, it was like I realized this moment. They went overnight and just started going crazy on Twitter. A week before that, they were normal people. They were just one of the best fighters in the world. But overnight, they just went on Twitter and just started going crazy, and they become a fucking superstar
because of the platform that they're then able to leverage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Masvidal, when he went and KO Askren, that's a crazy breakthrough moment because he went crazy. He went viral. And that happened on people's career. Some people just don't have that.
That ability.
That ability of breakthrough and have this massive audience wanting you to win or wanting you to lose, but you need it either way.
Yeah.
Some guys are just are just there.
So what do you say to the, because you know how like Jake Paul will talk about like fighter pay and all this stuff, fighter pay stuff in general in relationship to the UFC? Because if we speak to the point like what you're saying, I don't think people recognize how big the UFC actually is and how much of a massive like draw. Obviously the fighters, it wouldn't exist without the fighters,
Right.
and there's no mistake in that. But that is, like you said, there's that massive portal to like the whole world for people to like to see.
This I get Jake's point. I get Dana's point too, because if you go to a top rank event and let's see it's Canelo the main event, I don't even know who he's signed to, but let's see it like that. Canelo's gonna make a lot of millions, right?
Yeah, the most.
He's the first guy in that card making 100 grand.
No, fuck no.
It's the same shit. So that's why when Jay went like, I'm gonna pay this, it's all his undercard making hundreds of thousands of dollars, or just him.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you my perspective on it. I mean, when I look at it, it's, to me, knowing where Jake comes from, which is like marketing, because it's just the internet, right? He
Right.
YouTube, like social media clout chase, whatever it is, right? He recognizes that Dana and the UFC is the biggest fight promotion thing pretty much in our world ever. Yeah. And
Dana is when Dana leave, the UFC might fall apart.
that would be, I hope he doesn't
Dana,
leave. That would be sad.
Not in my Dana, not in my times at least, which selfishly I'm okay with that. But when he's gone, it's not gonna be the same.
No, I don't think so.
That motherfucker is a genius. There's a reason he's who he is. There's a reason he's a fucking rich guy. He's not a rich one by default. He's not a rich one because the Fertitta are his friends. He's rich because he's a bad motherfucker.
He's a smart
and I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. You can hate somebody when he's that successful. You figured it out how to get to there.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people gets mad about him because he goes and gamble and he lost 600,000. This is fucking money.
Yeah.
But you can get there.
But yeah, no, I know.
Just keep working.
Well, it says people like to, but the reason, like I said, I'll get back to the Jake Paul thing in relationship to it, is like Jake's also smart, and Jake's using, in my opinion, like something massive against itself, meaning like, because Jake is, I could look at from the outside as a person who's understanding things, and like Jake is creating his own promotion company. Yep. And it makes sense for him to attack one of the biggest promotion companies, to be like, I'm going to do it better, to go like this with himself. And that's what's happening.
It's there. They're competitors. They're going against each other. And we'll see what happens. But I also don't hate the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
They're so fucking successful.
Yeah.
And so good at what they do that if I said this before and I will say it again. If you hate people like this, you will never make it.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what you think about what they've done or haven't done or did the right way or the wrong way,
they do it better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they fucking did it.
There's a reason you're down there looking up and saying, fuck you, you're a pussy, you don't fight real fighters. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just see about how successful and how relevant can you be for the longest time. Those guys been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I don't know them, but good for fucking them.
Yeah. So what do you think about? We'll talk about them just a little bit because they have some fights coming up, and then I want to talk more about you and Sean. But just so we can get this out the way, who do you think is going to win? I'm assuming you've seen this stuff. Dillon Danis and Logan Paul.
I mean, fighting wise, Logan, it's a better fighter.
Boxing.
He fought. I mean, I know Floyd's like 1,000 pounds lighter than him, but it's still the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He can, and it's a boxing ring. I get it. It's 200 pounds versus what, 150?
Yeah.
But like, that's a real task for a fucking Disney kid that is all of a sudden want to be a fucking boxer.
Yeah.
And went to the distance. That's good. But they actually train. They're athletes. They're already good athletes. They have a lot of good abilities. And I'm sure they have work ethic. They seem that they have work ethic. They're not fucking spoiled little pussies. They come from fucking tough ground.
Yeah.
So, Dillon, I don't see him. He fought MMA. He don't throw a punch in those fights. He's a great grappler, from what I heard. A good grappler. Never a world champion. So he's not a Gilbert Burns level. He's not a Demian Maia level. He's not a Gordon level.
Love Gordon.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I've been in Texas training with them. Really cool guy. But he's a good grappler. Never been the best in the world. And his best attribute really is just staying relevant by say crazy shit on the internet. In my opinion, he's gonna end run You don't do that. People die for acting like that. Like, facts.
Yeah.
You don't go that far. Because
you're talking about the stuff about this girl?
all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that. That's just too much. If you do that to me, I will never sue you. But dude, if I see you, it's gonna be bad. I'm willing to go to live in jail. Because you don't talking like that should be illegal too. I mean, you're making illegal some worlds, and you're making all this bullshit with politics. That should be illegal.
Disrespecting someone's wife.
Like
or
going that deep, that deep in any sense. You don't make fun of people with disabilities. You don't talk about people's families. It's just things. There's just codes in there that men should have, and that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. So you think Dillon's gonna take the L?
I don't even know if that fight's gonna happen.
Oh, you don't even think he's gonna show up? I feel like he has to show up.
Is that fight gonna happen? Is that a real fight? I hope so, but like, you can act like that. At some point, he's really a good troll, and I get it. I troll people too. I'm a fucking asshole. I go in there and say dumb shit, or I act dumb. But the fact that sometimes ESPN posts a random fight and he will put a comment like, "Oh, I killed those guys." You don't even know those guys.
He's been doing that before all this stuff. That was going on for a while.
Yeah, it's like, but what have you done in the sport? Nothing. In jiu-jitsu, nothing. Never been a world champion. In MMA, I mean, you're fighting in Bellator. That's already bad.
Yeah.
In the prelims, I mean, like, it's like whatever. And now you're seeing all this publicity getting your way, and I get it. Numbers are numbers, good or bad.
Yeah.
But my guess, I don't know nothing about the guy. My guess is a spoiled kid that comes from parents with money. Because if you haven't done nothing in this life, I doubt Conor McGregor putting on paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I actually don't know. I was going to have him on the podcast. I want to talk to him about all this stuff, but I don't know where he comes from at all.
I would guess he comes from money because he acts like that. He acts like a spoiled kid.
Damn.
But we'll see.
Has he ever said he beat you up?
He put comments on me before, like, I will kill you. I was like, cool, dude. I don't even know you. Those things don't even make me mad because I'm like, what you're doing. I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a guy that engage online.
Yeah.
I don't read comments. Because I'm not looking for approval. I feel if you're reading comments, you're looking for the good ones. But in order to find the good ones, you're gonna read some Carlos 1, 2, 3 with no followers, no profile picture saying your mother sucked my dick. And then it's like that guy could be a guy laughing, not even meaning it, and you're going crazy.
Yeah.
And why I know this? Because when I was 17, I would like soccer is big in Ecuador. And let's see the team I like will lose, I will go but I will do it from my account. Yeah. Like a real man. Fuck you, loser, I hope you die. How come you didn't score the goal? And I'm not meaning that. I'm laughing when I'm writing that.
Right.
But not everybody out there is mentally tough or smart enough to be like, it's a fucking comment, dude.
Especially not nowadays, man. People are sensitive.
They're fucking pussies, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
We need Trump back in the seat.
Yeah, it's wild. So what about I don't know if you know much about KSI or Tommy Fury. They're boxing on the same card. Have you seen that?
I know minimal. I know Tommy Fury, of course, because he's brother, not because of him.
Right.
And
Tyson.
I'm guessing he's a decent boxer and he knows how to box. And KSI seems like he was an athlete. What he did before?
He was a nerd.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was like a video game player.
He's blessed by the color. He's probably super powerful and fast. I mean, they're better than us. Black people is the best people.
This is so funny.
They're so explosive, talented. I mean,
that's funny.
Look at John Jones. He's the perfect fighter.
John Jones is fucking.
That's my number one of all time, forever, and I don't give a fuck.
You saw Dana said if there was one person in the world he would have to fight for his life, it would be John Jones. You see him say that? I think it's the best person.
It is.
Fuck. In any situation, like, who's that guy? John Jones.
And personally, I know him. He's a great fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good guy. Because I was training there when I had nothing, even before the UFC. Like, I was sleeping on the dorms with nothing. And he would just bring you all his Nike line, shoes.
Damn.
And back then, he doing that, dude, I will never forget. He's a good guy.
That's amazing.
He's a cool guy.
Like when you first started, you were saying when you first got into UFC?
Like right before the UFC, the UFC brought me to Jackson so I can train and they will see how good I was because I'm coming from Ecuador.
Right.
I don't have this background of anything. I have like 3 fights on YouTube, fucking fighting for my life.
How'd they find you?
Because I did the right thing and I started fighting around Latin America. I went to Peru, I went to Panama, I went to Mexico, and I started to getting to know. I was like, oh, who's this kid fighting all these countries? And I was winning. I was 6-0. Then when the UFC called me, I was 6-1. But I was just fighting around. So I was getting people from other countries will tweet or put on Facebook something about me because I would fight and win. And they were like, and even my name started just popping in South America. Yeah. And then one day I just got an email. Hey, Marlon, this is blah, blah, blah. We're an agency that works for the UFC. I almost crashed.
Was that your intention, was to go to the UFC?
I told myself, if the UFC don't call me, I will never fight for anybody else.
Holy shit.
I swear on my kids, that was my goal. When I was 17, I would wake up every morning and say the same prayer. And I wouldn't ask for health, money. I was asking just for fucking being the UFC.
Holy shit.
Every time I would go for a training or running or lifting, and I was feeling any tired or any not motivated, I would just say UFC. And I would fucking get a heart on and go fucking get it done.
Bro. Well, so what got you into thinking like knowing you had to think like that at that age? Well, like that intention?
I had a daughter. That changed my life. That made me push on another level. And I don't come from rich family. So it was really get a normal job or help my dad or really make it to the UFC. And I really didn't want the other two. I would love to work with my dad because we're cool. And he's a farmer and I love that life. But I never had a plan B. Yeah. I wasn't thinking, okay, if I fail on this fighting thing, I'm going to work for that. I was like, fuck everything. I want to make it no matter what. Like, if I would tell you when I was 6-year-old and I was sitting on the swing of my house, I remember me thinking to myself, I'm going to be a cool motherfucker when I grow up.
Dude, this is such an interesting thing.
And this is real. I'm not making this up. I would be on the swing, fucking playing like a little kid. And in my head, I would just be like, I'm going to be a bad motherfucker. I'm going to be a gangster. I don't know how. I don't know when. And I just grew up thinking I'm going to be cool.
Like, I'm going to do something.
I'm going to do exactly. So I was never worried about, because growing up, I didn't have no idea. I didn't want to be a doctor, a cop, fucking dentist, drug dealer. I don't want nothing. I was like, I don't know. You know, you get to an age that everybody, grandma, auntie, friends, family. Yeah. So what are you doing? Where are you going to college? What you like? And I was like, nothing. They're like, what do you mean? Nothing. And I'm like, don't worry. I figured it out. And everybody thought I was going to be most people thought I could be a bomb or nothing, just because I never grew up saying like, oh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. Yeah. I just knew that something. I'm going to be something.
Dude, it's such an interesting... I literally did a podcast earlier today, and I've had these conversations with so many people who are successful, and and I felt the same way. I remember being young and feeling like there's something I'm going to do with my life that's just not normal. And I just felt it. Obviously, I'm not a fighter, you know?
But you are something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are successful. You do things that normal people don't do. Normal people go to college, and then they get a small job. They go told what to do. Then if they have enough moxie in them and they know how to go through life, they start escalating. But that's the small percentage. Yeah. The regular is just like, sit down, yes sir, okay, drink coffee, go home sad, have a wife that don't really like, just like, hi baby, whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna go jerk off, see you later. But the small percentage have a good life, been through the ringer, knows there's ups and downs, but keep plugging away, keep going forward.
Why do you think most people tend to like submit to that sort of lifestyle, the norm?
Comfort, dude. And going back to the diet, people that eat like shit and feel like shit, that's their normal. Feeling like shit, like slow, fucking 3 liters of Coca-Cola, 6 a.m. and a Big Mac. Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, if you do that in daily basics, actually it's good. But that's your good.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it. Like, your brain, it's almost like you feel so shit and you're so used to that shit feeling.
That you don't know that.
You couldn't even know that you could do more, be better, be greater.
That's what sometimes people ask me, like, how does it feel like being married forever? I'm like, that's all I know. I love it. I don't need to know more. But people like eat like shit. That's all they know.
Yeah.
So when they change, they go like, oh my God. But that's why it's so hard to let that go. Going back to why people get used to being that is because they get used to that. They're like, this is my normal. I gotta set my life. I don't came from money. My parents didn't really help me. Doesn't matter. You find your way. In life, we all have a different road. No one have the same path. Some people take a little faster to get there, but you can worry about them. Some people never make them. Don't worry about them. You just keep going on your path because there will be bad things. It's gonna be obstacles. It's gonna be failing, all that. And guess what? It's gonna keep happening even if you're successful.
Yeah, that's
you just gotta keep going. I mean, like if you think about it, life is short, but can be long if it's miserable.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. A good friend once said it's the longest thing we'll ever know, which is a fact. But I think the thing that people they miss out is the self-doubt, obviously. But so back to the idea of like knowing that there was something more for you before there ever was anything actually tangible. Like for someone who's like struggling to feel that, or like, how could someone find that? Like, how did you find? Because like I actually can't even say. If I sat here and I tried to explain it to you, to answer my own question I just gave you, I'm like,
it will be hard to explain, but I would think just growing up good. And when I say growing up good, doesn't mean growing up with a lot of money, with everything, everything is gifted. Every day you get the best things. I just think it's when you have a good environment, like good family, good food, and laughing. I grew up laughing my whole entire life. That's why I can take jokes or start talking, because I wasn't once that I remember that I wasn't laughing my ass off with my sister or brother, with my parents, with my family, with my cousins, playing on the street, in a school, and people don't practice too much smiling. They're too tied in their own shit that you need to let loose. You need to fucking have fun. You need to laugh. And if you don't grow up doing that, you're gonna fucking become a shell of yourself. And that's maybe, but it's hard to say why or how I was on that swing telling myself I'm gonna be a bad motherfucker when I grow up.
it's so crazy, man. It's just crazy how that's a thing.
I feel some people have it and some people don't.
And that's the thing. Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
I like sometimes my coach told me this, like he's been asked before, like, are champions made or born? And he goes, a little bit of both. But he's inclined more for you gotta born with something different. You gotta be a little crazy. You gotta be a little fucked up in the head to think and be selfish and have a big ego and say, I'm gonna fucking step in your neck and take your belt.
Yeah.
And Monday night we'll see. After the fight's over, and you go in there and you say, I don't give a fuck. I have what it takes and I'm gonna get it done. That's why visualization and meditation and all these soul feeding stuff, they're good things that add. Plus all the hard work, of course, and if you're lucky enough having the right people around, because sometimes people careers are over just by who's around. In anything.
Yeah.
If you have negative people or people with low confidence and low anything, even if they love you, they will drag you down with them because they don't know how to uplift people.
Yeah.
They only know how to stay down. They only know how to like complain about this, complain about that, and if you give me an inch of that, I kick you out of my life with a fucking kick in the chest, and I'm like, I love you, but don't ever talk.
Did you ever have to like deal with that specifically in your life?
Yeah, like I get to meet people and we get kind of close and you're cool, but then I'm like, you can be loved forever, dude. Like I'm gonna, as a friend, as a person, I'm gonna try to uplift you as much as I can, but I can drag you day long.
Can't do it for you, yeah.
So if I feel you're a person that you don't want better, you don't want bigger, you don't want to keep going,
yeah,
I'm like, I have no emotion. I'm like, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Because it's not about what you give me. I don't need anything material for anybody. You just want good energy. Energy is the most important thing. And if you don't know how to pick on energy, you're fucked.
Yeah. It's so interesting. Just from the moment you jumped out the car coming through like my front, I noticed this about you, and the first thing you started talking just got me so excited about like the mushrooms and the marijuana. Not that like those are things you need to have this sort of good energy,
Right.
but I do find this really interesting about you, like how attuned you are with like yourself. Like, so what other practices have you done to make you more like this? Like you talked about meditation, you talked about DMT. Like what else have you done?
I feel like me growing up, of course, I wasn't doing all this too early in life, but it's just there. You know, some people is too strong or they're super gifted with natural abilities, talent, or speed. I had none of that. I was just a funny kid. I was just the smallest one, but I was the one that could go in any group, and I was able to deal with different personalities, or I wasn't just too picky. And growing up and being soft spoken, don't being too shy, that helped me just to keep asking and like knowing more. Like, okay, this guy is success is very successful in school doing this type of sport. I will get close to the guy and be like, yo, what's up with you? Do you eat different? Who you are? Like,
Yeah.
I'm always interested in those things.
Learning.
And that I think helps in everything going forward. And I'm very in tune. Like, I feel if I'm gonna get sick. I feel when things are not right. Like, I've been robbed. I'm from Ecuador. I've been robbed a handful of times on the street. Like, I've been walking and somebody just walk, and boom, pull the gun and be like, give me your phone. Okay, dude. I will fucking, you know when a Spider-Man goes like zoom zoom, like,
You know it's gonna happen before it happens.
oh, I'm like, oh, he's gonna. Good night, don't shoot me. Like, it's weird, dude. Like, I used to have that. Going back to fighting, good eyes. Like, instincts are very important, and my coach always talks about that. He's always like, you can be a good fighter, you can have cardio, if you don't have instincts, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You need those for life, for it.
So what are the things you use to practice that kind of stuff? Like what harnesses that skill?
I feel consistency.
Okay.
Doing it over and over and over, like practice fighting, training fighting, but also, you know, having the confidence to take time off, having the confidence to like, I'm good, because that you can burn yourself out too, going too crazy, too hard.
Yeah.
But like, to me, not just meditating, closing my eyes for 20 minutes and boom, that's all that's good. But to me, really, what is my meditation is either sit on my swing and just stare at the hedges or the trees of my home and just be like, that to me, just I go in a blank, just looking up to the sky, looking at sunset, sunrise. That's meditation. All that's energy. And I grew up doing that. I grew up in a farm. So you go 4 a.m., take the cows out of the thing, you get the best sunset of your life. Yeah. Before people even know that a sunset and a selfie exist, I was in a fucking horse just going, wow, those colors are crazy. And I grew up in a farm. The things that were fun for me were just the little things. But those little things go way far in life than having a cool car, having cool clothes. All that is just bullshit. If you get it for free, cool. If you get invited to the party, cool. But none of that make who you are.
Have you noticed that, like, all those things, like you mentioned some of the most simple things, sunrise and sunset, like experiencing that, and like that stuff is like more talked about now as like for a purpose, meaning like, go get the sunrise, go get the sunset, because it'll keep your rhythm in sync, so you could sleep good and be more efficient. It's interesting how like you say, you just grew up this way and it was just normal for you, and for people now it's so unnormal that people have to be taught to go like experience that for their well-being.
Walk barefoot. I mean, you know, you're always on a constantly like magnetic world. You're on your phone all day.
Yeah.
You're fucking chasing the money. You're chasing the big tits. And it's like you're just consistently in this plastic world.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, which watch can I have so I can be accepted on this club? Or which car I need? Which car is trendy? Which shoes are trendy? It's like, the coolest guy. They're actually really coolest guy. They're not thinking about that. They're not like, this is how much. They just go the way they are.
Well, you know what's interesting about that concept is that all those things, that you mentioned, the cars, all this outside stuff, like the sunset, this stuff, those are very like human, like innate human experiences. All the other shit is all just shit that's contrived and forced that we believe is what we need to have, or we should have to look like this or appear like that, or to impress someone.
Dude, last time I went to Ecuador, I took 2 days off, and I told my family, no commercials, no pictures, no fucking nothing. Me and my dad went to the farm. We get there, jump in the horse, went for a fucking 45 minutes to the fucking ride, and just endless mountains, just fucking river, nothing but just the sound of the silence. There's a couple crickets out there, a couple mosquitoes, but
that sounds amazing.
When that song came down, dude, it's just, I go back to the little things. Sometimes I just tell my kids, let's go for a walk. I want to go to the park. Fuck the park. We go to the park all the time. Let's just walk. And we don't even have to talk. Just look around. Just fucking look around. You can go barefoot. You go there, wherever you go. But let's just go out. Like, let's go to the beach. Let's not make this crazy plan. Or like, just go. Take your shoes off and go. If you're going to get wet, get wet. Like, somebody's like, oh, your clothes. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just clothes. I see parents just screaming at the kids in the beach. I'm like, motherfucker, you are in the beach. Yes, I get it. Sometimes you go not with the right clothes. You're in jeans. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
It's fucking salt water. It's good for your sinus, you fucking moron. But whatever. I can tell that to the parents, but you just keep it simple. Don't get too crazy. And just try to raise them.
I feel like people are coming back to trying to learn how to keep it simple, because it's been so like everything's just so forced and so contrived and so like external, like other people, like I said, impressing. And now it's like, I think people are slowly coming back to realizing how important this is.
I feel the influencers fuck it up a little bit for the regular people.
For sure.
They're like, I'm obsessed with this new fucking this and this. And everyone's like, oh, I need that because she got more followers than I have. It's like, fuck. It's so sad to think like, but I see that from the outside. I'm just like, dude, you really guys live like that? You guys, everything goes off like how much followers you have, what color is your check or your blue or your gold. People pay for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're paying for that, you should know you're gonna do nothing in life. Like nothing. That's your biggest achievement. Pay for a blue check.
Well, now it's like it's like so easy to pay for. But I remember back in days when people used to pay like 15,000, 20,000 for it.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what you wanna be. You wanna be so bad to be part of something.
Yeah.
And you go and pay 4 times the price of a watch in the gray market.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's meant to be, the 80 is gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Just be patient. Don't try to flex hard. I get it. Drake have it, but guess what? Drake got more millions than you got in the bank. So shut the fuck up and just live your life. Don't try to be like other people that you're not. And I like Drake. Great success. I love that. I like successful people, but people from Dallas goes like, I want that. Yeah, in Dallas it's gonna be 300,000-400,000.
Yeah. And
the retail is probably what, 80?
Yeah, well, people are so caught up in like, just like I said, it's just showing off, like the flexing, the bullshit.
I'm like, I really brag about don't live like that. Like I'm trying to brag about the opposite. Just be you. There's nothing better than yourself and unique.
Well, it's also interesting, that concept, because it right when you say that, it reminds me immediately about all the people who come to me and they ask me like, trying to be an influencer, because it's like the world that I'm in, right? So the people who watch me who come and they say, oh, how do I do what you're doing, essentially, right? And there's so many people doing it, so how can I do it? Because it's so saturated. And that's the concept that is always true, is that it is, everyone's doing it, but the people who have success and who have success long term, they're just fucking themselves, and they find the lane and it works for them, and then it stops working and they switch the lane, they change it up.
And again, we all have a different path. There's 1,000 podcasts, but there's not 1,000 successful ones.
Yeah.
So it's just like, maybe yours is not too successful right now, but don't go too far looking like, fuck, I'm never gonna be your Rogan, because you never will be. Yeah. Because your Rogan is your Rogan. But if you keep doing your thing and you keep trying to talk to interesting people, and you yourself gotta be interesting, because no one wanna talk to a fucking idiot. Yeah. So it's like, the path to success is not the same for nobody.
It's a fact.
You just gotta keep exploring. Keep open the door. No, you know what? Go through. It's fucking worth it. But there's a million doors out there.
Yeah.
But opportunity is always going to be there. It's up to you to go and take it. It's up to you to go and look for it. There's always chances. There's always a way. There's always a way. There's always a way you can get out of the mud and make it.
That's a fact.
And there's also a way how to keep yourself there.
Yeah.
And you can only know that by keep going.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's your only chance in life. Keep going.
God damn. I hate that I like you so much because you got to fight Sean, man.
It's fine.
You're fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had no idea that you were going to be like this, you know, thoughtful. I had no idea. Not that I looked at some stuff, but I didn't look at a ton. But like, damn, man, like you really, you got it locked in.
I mean, why not, dude?
Yeah.
The way it is like, I got kids. I don't want them to fucking grow up in a bad environment. Yeah. I know that I did. I grew up rough, but great. My parents are fucking angels. I love them. They give me what I need.
Yeah.
Just to get here. So now that I have kids, I'm like, I gotta at least do what they did for me.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you wanna do it a little better. I wanna make just a little better version of myself. And some you can be motivated. You gotta be disciplined because motivation comes and go. You need something that fucking commit you in life to just keep going. And my kids give me that. I wake up, you don't feel good, and you just go like, they need it. It's not for you anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
Hold my beer, kiddo. I got you.
Yeah.
But like, you find a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, motivation comes and goes. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, fuck. You just feel something feels wrong, and the day's not going good for you. But everybody feels that.
Everyone.
Don't feel special. You're not the only one feeling like shit. Everybody have thoughts that goes like, oh, maybe you won't get it, maybe this, maybe that. But you also can't believe everything you think.
No.
Don't believe all those much because sometimes your demons get a hold of your ear and they go like, blah, blah. They go negative. You're like, fuck off, bitch. Fuck off.
Has there ever been a time when that negative voice really got to you?
I mean, comes and goes, and it will keep coming. Negativity will always find a way. Same as positivity, but it's just how you handle it.
Yeah.
We all have hard days. We all are gonna fail.
But is there any time if you had to like look back in your timeline where you're like, you remember this was a really hard time?
I mean, a couple of years ago, I was coming off 2 losses. One was kind of bad. The other one was just pretty okay. And dude, you hit the lows of the lows and you're like, okay, my next fight, I'm really fighting for my job. I lose a third when I'm caught. And, you know, you're at a lower level in life. You're at a lower level in fighting.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything seems like I will never get out of here. I will never get out. I'm gonna get caught. I will have to go back to Ecuador because if I'm not fighting for the UFC, I'm not living in California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here because I get to a point that I start making a different paycheck, and you can stay here, you can invest your money.
Yeah.
And you can like get return and all that. I got cut from the UFC 5 years ago. I have maybe 3 months of life in the US because it's expensive.
Yeah.
In Ecuador, you can have
3 years ago.
like 2018.
If you would have got cut, you'd have 3 months. You'd have been out.
Well, because with what you make on the regionals, I wouldn't live in the US. I would have to probably go to Vegas or Texas or something really cheap.
I see.
To figure it out. But I was that low. And I remember coming to Brazil the second time. My face was fucking looked like a tomato. I was fucked up. 3 fractures in my this fucking bone right here. And I was just like low. Like all the thoughts, it was like I told my wife, I'm like, fuck, man. What's going on? I work hard. And she just, again, going back to the good wife, she's like, I believe in you. You will take care of us.
That's a real one.
You will get out of the mud. You will figure it out. And then I went on a 5-win streak after that. And then my career changed, and I got a second win in life, and kind of like moved to a better apartment, put the kids in a better school, because when I moved here, I went straight to Santa Ana. That was all I could afford. And it was...
I used to live in Fullerton.
It's way better.
No. But I know where Santa Ana is.
Yeah. Bro, where I was, my wife would call me crying, like, there's a fucking homeless knocking the door, like, asking for water. I'm like, do not open the door because he don't want water.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like, they would go to the park and they were like this fucking face that two guys on the swing just looking at the hair. She was like, it was hard. For her, it was hard. But for me too. Because I was like, that was all I could afford. And I was barely affording that.
Yeah. But
then that's what probably I appreciate more now. Because you keep going. You keep going. And going back to the low moment, they will come. Yeah. And they might come again in the future. You don't know that. You can't think that you will do that. You gotta think you will keep going up, but it's life. Right. It can drift so quick left or right.
It comes in waves, man.
And the most important thing for me is just keep getting better. Keep doing it. Keep maintaining myself in good spirits, healthy, and just keep aiming forward. Keep aiming up. Aim for the best.
Yeah.
Just put a target really, really up and go like, I got a ways to go. Because if you don't have nothing in front of you, I feel like you kind of like get loose. You gotta have something ahead of you. You gotta put a challenge. You gotta like have a goal. And once you achieve one, you fucking put another one. You don't want to stay sit.
I think that's what separates people who really do it versus people who just kind of like continue to get by in life. Is a goal, and then obviously the intention behind it, the self-belief, understanding that it's not always going to be easy. Everything you just said, just being able to keep continuing on, and like, this didn't work as well. Okay, I'll try this, set a different goal, a little variation. Okay, that hits, and then go further. And it's all anything. It's how you get great at fighting. It's how you get great at making content. It's how you get great at bodybuilding. Anything is just the same concept. It's consistency over time.
You have to, and it's almost like you gotta have something in front of you, because if you have nothing in front of you, let's see, you got 2 million in the account. But you have nothing ahead of you. A couple of years, you're fucking fully homeless.
Yeah.
When you could use that money, invest it, real estate, whatever you want, and just make it roll, double it up, then you triple it up, and then you just go like.
Yeah. So it's not definite. I text Sean about this too. He's like, oh, I'm not sure. But Sugar Sean sounds like it's coming up. Was it in December?
He wanted December. I wanted tomorrow if possible.
You'd fight him tomorrow?
I fight him right now.
In this room?
If he comes to that door, I'm fucking
Damn,
gone.
well, that's good. We got him here. No, imagine I had him here.
That would have been great.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
would you fight him just like straight up?
I mean, if he's here and he gives me a bad look, which I feel he will, I'm saying fuck it.
No gloves, nothing.
Nothing. I just grab the mic, throw at his face, and start swinging.
Fuck.
I swear.
UFC fighters, bro. You guys are
But
gnarly.
like, also, I'm respectful in that way.
He's such a dope guy. Have you met him?
I mean, yeah.
He's so dope, though.
I'm sure he is. Everybody is.
I know.
Once you get to know people like this, right? Like, you have a conversation.
And by the way, I know you fought him. I mean, you met him, and like, have you ever like had a conversation?
I did. Yeah. Actually, way before we fought, like years before, I was in Fresno, and he was there too. And he was like, hey, Chito, what's up? Like, I'm like, yo, cool. Hey, Congress on the Contenders fight, cool. We smoked. He actually gave me weed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, it was kind of okay because he had, I think he had one win in the UFC, or he just won Contenders. It was that early. Yeah. And I was coming off a fight against John Lineker, which was number 3, and I lost by decision. And that was kind of like okay to be cool with each other. We were so far away from each other that it was fine. But then years started going by. We never had a beef or anything. And then one day the UFC called like, hey, this is the fight we're going to make. And I say, cool. And then he started talking shit. But, I mean, that's a persona. I'm sure if you're his friend and you're not fighting him, he's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's dope.
But, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah. Damn. So, talk about the fight that you had with him. Because I watched Demetrius Johnson actually break down that fight. When he was like, when you were kicking him and his leg was getting fucked up, like at what point did you know that his leg, when he started falling?
No, right before, bro. There's something in fighting that only the two fighters can know. Like there's a punch, or there's a kick or there's a sense of tiredness that it's almost like it's like a computer. Like you just like, oh, your tire is flat. Oh, you don't have gas. It's like it's you just know like them. I didn't went and kick him like, oh, I'm gonna kick his nerve. I kick as hard as I could, and I land on the right spot. It's like punching somebody in the jaw. They're going out. You don't go, okay, I'm gonna punch him in the jaw at the count of 1, 2. You just throw a combo and boom, something special happened.
Yeah.
And then when I kick him, it was something on his eyes that he just went like, oh fuck, you hurt me.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not my fault.
I mean, you're fighting.
And I get it. I get all the funny things like, oh, I'm undefeated. I KO Chito actually. That's just free publicity for myself. Yeah. If you go to my social media or whatever, I don't even think about him. And you know how when a guy becomes a champion, the one guy or the two guys that beat him on the past, they go crazy like, oh, so I'm the real champion.
Okay, there's a guy who posted some shit about Sean Strickland when I think he beat him, and he's like, he's an older fighter, and he posted some shit like, congrats, like I'm glad I got you to get out of my weight class. Who is this fighter? I don't know if you know, but it was a different weight class because Sean was in a different weight class.
I think it was Poncinibio.
Yes, and because I was just randomly scrolling, and I was like, that was the lamest post I've ever. He literally was like good thing you took my advice, get out of my fucking class, like, and then he went and won the belt somewhere else.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
It's like, bro, it's like what you have. Look, I'm being fair for Santiago. At some point, he was #1 contender. Then he got hurt, he got sick. Now his career is being kind of like not so good and he's getting older.
Right.
But yes, he beat Strickland when in a different timeline.
Yeah.
I saw the post. He posted a highlight of him beating him, and I was just like, that's he's desperate for attention.
Yeah.
Like something I remember when RDA won the belt, Clay Wida posted a picture of like, remember when I broke your jaw? I'm like, no one remember that, so let it go. And these two guys are cool. I'm cool with those guys, but I'm also honest. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm like, that's lame.
Yeah.
Like when Sean won, check. I was just like,
yeah, you didn't. Yeah.
I was already high by the time he won. I was like drinking. I was having fun with my dad. My wife was there. All my friends were there. We were sipping on wine, smoking weed.
How did you think that fight was gonna go, Aljamain and?
I really saw that coming, but I also saw the other way. Like, oh, there's a chance Aljo grab him up, and get him tired. But this is the thing. It's a fight. Like for both guys, it's the same. For Sean, he needs to land a good one, and for Aljo, he needs to get a hold of him. It's 50-50 because you got that on both. But the thing with Aljo, he lose that fight months before he even walked to that fight. He was too going against the public opinion. I'm like, dude, you got the belt, and I'm guessing and hoping you're making millions, because if not, you're fucking an idiot. And you're fucking really paying attention to what a fucking pussy says online, and you're like really answering to that. I mean, you're a fucking cook. If you're like really paying attention to what people say, I want to spit in your face. Because fuck people.
Fuck.
I mean, if you're my close friend, you go like, hey bro, that comment wasn't very good, or these actions, and you're my friend, I'm like, fuck, maybe I did something wrong. But if somebody online goes, fuck you, fuck
random person.
You like,
and you can't take that.
And you argue with that person, dude, you deserve to get a spit in your face again.
Well, you're mentally fucked up. You're fucking up.
Your subconscious is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know when you're fucked, but you're fucked. And he was fucked with. He was in the whole press conference. He was like, "You guys," I'm like, "You're really talking to the crowd right now."
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so low level. But maybe that's why he lost the way he lost, because you don't run like that, and he don't have the level to stand up and look his opponent in the eye and start fucking going like, "Okay, let's go." Like, oh, okay, cool. He don't have that. He's a good grappler, but he don't have the level to fight.
You don't think he has to stand up like that?
He's not a fighter, yeah. He's a great athlete, good cardio, good chokes. But if you have to like put your fists hard and go like, come on, motherfucker, let's see what you got. He don't have that.
Like to brawl like that standing.
Because I'm on a level that I can stand with anybody in my weight class. I'm not going crazy with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. I'm not delusional. Like all my fights, lock eyes in. I'm like, come on, and I also say I can grapple with anybody. I never been tossed around. I never been, like, I lost fights before, but I never been like, oh my god, he's.
Yeah. You're really good at the distance thing. I was watching DJ break down the fight. The fight you had with Sean, you're just like distance, like perfect the whole time.
And the way I pressure, again, I'm talking about myself, is my opinion, but it's been successful. I really pressure people different. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm not in a rush. A lot of people want to like get out of there because they're nervous. I'm like, I can go to the dark side. I can stay there for a good time. And when I say that, it's like I'm really willing to get hurt in order to win. Like I'm not playing safe in there. I'm not kind of like, I want to win by a little bit. If I gotta go for broke, you go for broke.
Those are the best fights, man. Those are the best fights to watch. As a fan,
yeah, those are the best
fights to watch.
And the good thing about me is like I'm not gonna stop trying. I'm not. I've been hurt before. I've been in bad positions before, and there's just something in me that goes like, it's better to die than don't fucking try.
Oh yeah,
and
I love it.
I really feel I got many different advantages on him. I know where he's good.
Talking about Sean?
Yeah. He have a good right hand. All those feints he does. He only work for a guy that is nervous or is like scared of a big punch. I've been in front of all the biggest punchers ever.
It's fun to watch too.
Great to watch. Great to watch. He's funny. He does the basketball thing.
Yeah.
He don't do that in front of a high level guy. He did that against this green haired kid that had 2 fights in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? I would take a shit in between rounds.
You just stand there and watch him do that. No problem.
Yeah, he's like, that was cute. I mean, that guy will have 2 fights in the UFC. 2 losses and got caught. And you went to round 3 with that guy? I mean, that's a little embarrassing. But
that guy I was also shocked at how many hits that guy could take because he was hitting him so much.
Yeah, but that also tells you something. It's not that, maybe it's not that powerful. He got a good snap, but like a rock in his hand, maybe not. Like he's quick, dude. He's quick. He have a very good hand, and he have power. But if that guy can hit that many punches, I mean,
I was shook watching that guy get hit that many times.
Yeah, no, me too. I was like, but or he was on a lower level. Who knows? But sometimes when you got nothing to lose, you can fight harder too. You know, you get the short notice, you get a big fight.
Yeah, you just take
you get a little tougher than because you got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
you didn't even belong there, so you said, might as well I try. Yeah. So all that can play, but like, he's still a good fighter.
So if you fought him next weekend, how do you see it ending?
I think I break him, and I really make him quit. Like, not even making this up. I don't think I will stop him in round 1. I would love to, but I think I put pressure. I stay smart, and I'm not in a rush. We can go 5.
So you think decision?
No, I think I break him and finish him. I think I really make him quit. He's a little bit of a cunt inside, and I know that.
A little bit of a what?
A cunt.
A cunt?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a cunt. He's a flashy boy. He's he's cute. He like the face tattoo and looking like a queer. But I mean,
no.
I really feel.
I hate the Sean slander.
Because
he's my guy. He's really my. But I get it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And bro, I don't trip.
I love him.
You can go tomorrow and go like, let's go, Sean, and I'll come back to the podcast the week after.
No, I know.
But like, I really feel I break him. Like, he have so much to prove. I got nothing to prove. I just want to win because I'm a winner. Because I really belong there, and I really have a desire to be a world champion. I want it. No one wanted more than me, and I won't die happy if I don't make it happen. I really want to be a world champion.
Damn, dude.
And we gotta fight for it.
I fucking believe in you.
He have what he want, and I want it, and I will take it from him.
What do you think about all the chat? like Marab and they want it over there. They want to fight him, and they kind of say you don't deserve it.
Yeah, fuck them. I'm gonna get it before them. It's not my fault. I'm better.
Oh shit, dude! I love the
I
UFC
get it.
so much.
That's when he was like, I wanna fight you. I was like, fuck you. Fight me right now. Be a man. Don't tell another man you wanna fight. But like, I wanna fight you in 3 months in the cage. Suck my dick.
Damn.
Don't talk to me.
Damn.
If you're about it, be about it. Like, you don't tell another man, let's meet up in 3 months. That's what. Like,
Yeah.
if I would be gay, I would tell another man, like, hey, let's meet up next week. But to fuck, not to fight. But I'm not gay.
Bro.
But it's like, the fact that he knocked on my shoulder and be like, hey, I want to fight you.
Marab.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck off.
Dude,
You're lucky I'm not spitting in your face right now.
Fuck. I love how it's like you're like dead fucking serious.
Yeah, like, I don't. Bro, fighting. That's the thing. Fighting is not cool, bro. It's cool
Yeah.
to watch. It's cool to be in the arena. It's cool to dress up and you're in the big scream and, you know, everybody yells and feels good for the ego.
Yeah.
Fighting is a dark fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's not a sport. You wake up and fight it thinking that's the worst thing you could possibly do. And at the same time, you go like, fuck yeah. You gotta have some sickness in there to be okay with that. That's what like sometimes people do it for the wrong reasons. People want to be famous. People want to be rich. If you want that, dude, I don't know. Fighting is not the right place for that. I'm just good at it, and I love it somehow, and I've been successful with it. But
if you could do something else, what do you think you'd be doing?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I want to have my coffee shop, but when I retire, like that would be my new hustle. Like, I love coffee.
I love
and
coffee.
I love. I'm a 6 to 10 cups a day guy. Yeah, I'm on the. I can. If you have here one, I take one right now.
Holy
I'm that guy,
shit.
and I can go to bed like an angel.
Straight away.
Straight away.
Wow.
Oh no, not straight away. I got sleeping problems. When I close my eyes, my brain goes like, woo.
Oh, you're like me.
Fuck.
You're
It's
like
pushing my wife. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm an energetic motherfucker, dude. I'm a monkey.
Damn.
That's probably. I am a monkey. I'm a real monkey.
Like your sign, or you're just saying like in general?
I don't know what's my sign.
Like a Chinese zodiac monkey. I don't know. What
I
year.
wish I am that. I'm a
What-
Sagittarius, December.
December.
92.
I actually don't know the Chinese symbols shit, but I know
You
that.
can pull it off probably.
Yeah. What is the year of the monkey? Like which month category?
I'm
is
92 December.
it? Okay, 92 December.
December 2nd.
I wonder if you're a
92.
monkey in the Chinese thing.
I'm probably I am, dude, because I fuck like one.
Dude.
I hope that's a good thing.
Oh man.
I hope they fuck good and I don't.
I don't know. I don't know how monkeys fuck,
They
bro.
should fuck good.
But I'm assuming you're assuming that like they fuck a lot or something.
Yeah,
right?
like fucking like a monkey, like
Okay, okay.
energetic, quick,
yeah.
nice and speed, nice and tight, last
Yeah.
long.
Bro, you're funny.
But
God
yeah,
damn. So you really love fighting.
it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
it's not cool, but I accept it. Like,
Yeah.
I like the competition. I like the one-on-one. Like, I'm like, me versus you. Let's see who's
It's
better.
like modern day gladiators, man.
It is. Like, I really like Gladiator is one of my. It's in my top 3
Movies.
movies
Yeah,
ever.
it's one of the best.
Like, I'm an Adam Sandler guy. I love every single of his movies. Talking about Adam, I was getting a face tattoo of him from one of his movies, but I canceled the appointment. But that's how much of a fan I am. Like,
Oh, you're gonna get a tattoo?
yeah, of Adam Sandler on,
his
on,
face?
on Waterboy with
Oh,
the helmet. With the helmet,
Oh my god.
I love. I watch his movies like on Fight Week. I probably watch every single of his movies, and I'm just laughing and laughing. But then on Fight Day, I have this like top 3:
What are the top 3 on fight?
Gladiator, Fast and Furious 1,
Shit.
and fucking Brian O'Connor.
Damn.
Come on. And then what's my other one? I haven't written it on my phone. What's my third one? I have Fight. Oh, Man on Fire,
Damn.
bro. Denzel and Adam. Those are my
Those are your
main
guys.
guys. So and other movies of Denzel too, but Man on Fire is a fucking makes me want to kill people.
Yo, I love it. I fucking love
Yeah,
it. Those are good movies.
And I'm a movie guy, dude. I'm always on the look.
What about music? Is there certain music you listen to?
My whole life I've been a reggae guy. Bob Marley,
Yeah.
like the DUBs, like the real roots. Not like the trendy.
Like Steel
Ish.
Pulse?
Yeah, all that is great.
Yeah.
I listen to it, but since I become friends with Action Bronson,
Yeah.
I started listening to all his music and all his music related. Like I know Action before we become friends and I know his music. But I've been a Bob Marley guy. I got like Bob Marley pictures in my house.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a reggae guy. I like the peace and love, smoking weed, and
I love it,
with
bro.
friends.
Yeah.
But I started hanging out with a bunch of rappers. Like, I hung out with Action Bronson, and then he introduced me to like his people, like Mayhem Loren, and then I get later to meet Larry June, Jay Ward, and then now they're my friends.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's like just by default I listen to them all the time, just as much as I listen to reggae, like every day. And I mean, music is fucking great.
Yeah.
And I get to know them and go with them backstage, and it's a different feeling when you know the guy.
Yeah.
Because now I go word for word on the song, I'm like, fucking love this guy.
Yeah, it probably means a little bit more.
1,000%.
But do you have like a playlist, or you have any songs that like really hype you up?
Well, my Spotify playlist is Grammy Award winner. I have a good playlist. I have a lot of songs, so I don't have a top 3.
Okay.
So I have like probably 100 songs, and I just shuffle it.
Yeah, okay. So the movies get you more hyped up, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm not a music guy. I don't bring a speaker to the locker room.
You're just quiet.
Everybody have a speaker, and they're kind of like, none of that will help me. I just need to like convince myself like, you'll be fine, kiddo. You work hard for this shit. But these ones are the real facts. When you are in the locker room, if you fucked up once in camp, if you get drunk, or you're fucking around, or you're letting loose, or you think it's gonna be easy, in camp you will never notice that. When you do this and you get in your hands wrapped, all those negative things you did, that
they pop up.
You didn't push yourself, you didn't work hard. I'll tell you one thing on my perspective. When I'm sitting down like this, I go, life is a motherfucker. Chances of failure are gonna be there regardless, but you did everything in your power. You push an extra mile. You push an extra combination. You punch the bag harder. You're getting tired and you say, fuck you, I wanna fucking have a heart attack right now. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm accepting that I'm in a fucking fist fight and bad things can happen, but I'm gonna make sure I get on top.
So every single fight you felt that way?
My whole career.
Damn.
I have a work
that's
ethic.
so crazy.
I lost fights before.
Of course.
But I have a work ethic that is unmatched. And I used to have this crazy desire of being a world champion. Like, I want it so bad. Like, I just know it's gonna happen.
Damn.
I just don't know when.
It's so crazy.
But I will be a world champion.
Man, I really want to see this fight now.
It will happen. I see chances that this doesn't happen are probably 0.
So if you did get the fight, let's say theoretically you did get the belt, who are you defending it to first, you think?
I'll be a great champion, so I will probably take my rapper Corey because they will be online. I won't get crazy with like, you know how other people get the belt, they're trying to like play games or like hold the belt and milk it. I'll be like, hey guys, as soon as I'm healthy, let's do it every 3 months.
Damn.
Let's be a real champion. Let's like, I'm not here to fuck around. I don't want to hold this in like a little bitch. I want to really test.
Defend it, yeah.
That's why if you see my record, I don't dog anybody. I fought the whole fucking monster squad. Back to back to back. I don't say like, hey guys, give me an easy task. When they ask me who you want, I say, nobody. You just tell me who. Fuck. Because in order to be a world champion, you had to have the mindset. You can be like, oh, this guy might wrestle me. Oh, this guy is a good striker. You just say, fuck it.
That's why I seen a clip of Dana talking about Conor like that, the same way, where it was like, I'll fight whoever, I don't give a fuck. Just did not care. Just
I'm like that.
Yeah.
If I've been on doing commentary, I've been on a Saturday morning on the UFC, ready for the commentary, 3 hours before fight night, and Twitter goes, so get hurt, or pulled out. I text Dinah multiple times. I'm like, yo, I'm here.
Like, I'll fight.
I would take the fight tonight just for fun, just to make an extra few 100,000.
What?
Oh, yeah. I got proof. I'm like, yo, Dana, the fight fell through. I take it. This is how much I'm waiting. It's even like I'm like super big, because if it's a 35er and I'm like between 150 and 155, you should take the fight, because that's what you will wait on fight day regardless. So it's not like I'm like 170 being a bully trying to fight as a smaller guy. I'm like, yo, I take it. And
so you're always ready to fight.
Yeah. And
wow.
I like the adrenaline of like, oh, you have no chance. It's short notice. You don't try. You're not even fully shape. I'm like, I want to see what happened.
Yo, I love it.
That's what a real fighter should do.
Fuck.
And it's just doing crazy shit excites me.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, like, if they go, that's why I was a street fighter, because I was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I got my ass kicked before. Yeah. Like, I thought I was being the good fighter, and these guys went boom, boom, and I was going like, what the fuck was that? I'm done, dude.
Who the fuck is that guy, huh?
I've been there before. Like, I would like say fuck you. The guy said fuck you. I squared up, and the guy just went down the middle, pop, pop, and I went like, oh my fucking god. Okay, cool, dude. Peace. Cool, thank you. And I just leave like a loser. But the next week I come back. I said, okay, let's see what happened again. Dude, I had fights with like the same guy for 3-4 times because they would beat me, and I wouldn't refuse to let go. And I would come back again, and then come back again.
That's so crazy. It sounds like a movie. It sounds not real.
All my friends, like my close friends, that they saw me fight, like not kidding, like once a week on a club or on the beach or surfing. They're like, dude, we will never thought you would become an actually UFC fighter. Like, we knew you would do something. You're just smart.
Yeah.
But they were like, you really took it to another level. Like, you really went like, I'm going to make a living of what I'm doing. I went to jail like 3 times for fighting on the street.
You're really just a fighter.
That's the only fuck that's in.
Funny.
The only regret that I have is like, I don't have a mugshot.
Bro. Well, because it was in Ecuador?
Yeah, these fuckers don't take pictures of the bad guys. That would be my
Damn,
my
I
shirt.
wish you had a mugshot. You should get in a fight now, a street fight now, dude.
Call the cops
Maybe
on me.
we should do it.
Just call the cops on me and say, I don't know who the fuck is this guy, so I can get a mugshot. I just punch me once so I can get the little black guy.
Bro, you need a fucking mugshot, man.
I'm getting one someday.
But you got kids, so you know.
Maybe
not in California.
Maybe okay, well, maybe the one not too crazy.
Yeah. Nah, not for your kids, man. Don't put them through that. Well, dude, this has been this is amazing. Honestly, I'm like really, I didn't know what to expect because I didn't do a ton of research. Right. I was just genuinely interested in getting to know you. Yeah. But man, you fucking impressed me. So I got one more question. The DMT stuff. So you've thought about doing ayahuasca and you never did it?
I did a little bit of cactus before, like when they do the tea with the San Pedro. Like
Hachuma.
I took a few sips because I was a little scared, so I didn't went for the full glass.
That's similar to mushrooms.
Yeah, this guy was fucking epic. I was like, wow, I love this guy. Now I get what they call heaven out there.
Yeah.
But like ayahuasca, I need to go to the right place with the right people. Like, it needs to be a ceremony with actually like a real doctor. So that's for the future. But like the DMT, bro, I went in the elevator and I went like, to the top floor. When I got there, dude, my grandfather was there. He passed a few months ago of this happening, and he was there. And I didn't saw his face, but I saw like the silhouette, and that was him. And that motherfucker started throwing the stars at me.
So you're seeing shapes.
Like the stars.
You're seeing it.
He will grab them and throw it at me like a baseball, and I was just like dodging them and having fun with him. And he was kind of like training me because I think on my blood, on my DNA, that's a crazy fighter. That's the man that...
Grandfather.
My dad's father.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm him. Like I have all his craziness, all his energy. He's the one that took me to the rooster fights every Sunday. And I was betting as a fucking 6-year-old kid, 4-year-old kid, just betting on like, I'm going with red legs because they put tape, colored tapes like the fighting gloves on the knives. Talking about knives, I have my grandfather's knives from the 80s.
Shit.
Those things are sharp as fuck. Like now I know why he was a good fucking cockfighter.
So you went to cockfights?
Every Sunday.
Fuck.
Every Sunday growing up. Every fucking... That was like going to Disney for me. And my grandfather was like the biggest fucking man. He was the man. He was... Everywhere he goes, everybody goes, hey, Don Beto, what's up? Like, I never saw somebody going like, hey, what's up, dude? He showed up to a place, it was like the biggest fucking people. It was Tony Soprano showing up.
What the fuck?
And I was like, wasn't a rich guy, wasn't the owner of any big company. He just sell cars and move few dollars here and there, like doing like little business, but not everywhere he goes. The whole town respected him. And same with my father. Like, he's not a rich guy. He's not the owner he's not the mayor. Everywhere he goes, big hug, smiling, and I was like, these guys are the coolest fucking men I ever know.
Yeah.
And that's probably I am who I am. But the Rooster fights were epic. I mean, the energy in the fucking little Coliseum is like, go. Because it's very like, it's not like legal. So it's not like, if I go next to you and I go like, yo, red hat, let's go $100 that the blue one will kill or beat that one. You go, you shake hands, then whoever Rooster wins, either me or you take $200 home.
Yeah.
And sometimes people go, I don't want to pay you. And then I see a lot of that. And just
fighting.
Not even like a fuck you and push. Oh, no, fuck that Rooster was a bitch or blah, whatever. Oh, you don't want to pay? Boom!
Just straight up.
And I saw that daily basics. Maybe that shaped me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, I want to pay you, and somebody like, okay, sir, you want to pay me? They will fucking throw bullets
straight
at each other.
to it.
Like, they will be like, I saw guys, his Rooster will lose, pull the fucking gun, boom, 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 boom. Bro, like, one of those can really just hit the ground and hit up and kill somebody.
Yeah,
and
ricochet.
that was just normal. That's
okay.
Different
in Ecuador. It's different out there.
It's different. Like, and that was gnarly to me. I was like, holy shit. Like, they're okay if they fight, but I couldn't kill an animal like that.
Yeah.
And see shit like that, you're like, wow.
And he just shot
Bro,
it?
fucking black revolver with 45 calibers. You're going, whack, whack, whack. It's like, oh my, you're fucking mad. Because people will make a living of that.
Yeah.
If you bet few thousand there, I'm talking a little town in Ecuador.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, you're putting half of what you already own. And that Rooster loses, that's your life.
Bro, that's such a different life. That's so crazy.
But dude, when he was like, when I go to the Rooster fights, I was thinking about the food, the ice cream, just hanging around. And I've been there since 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. Never seen weird shit. Never seen like nothing really that will shape me in the wrong way. It was just a community. Yeah. Making a little living, people getting drunk. And it was just cool.
Yeah. So what else did you see in your vision? Because you see
so I saw colors I can't name or describe.
Colors you couldn't describe.
No.
Yeah, I've been there.
They don't exist, which is cool. Like I close my eyes and I can see them, but I can't paint them.
Yeah, I couldn't describe them either, right?
As a matter of fact, I've been mixing colors, but can't find those.
Damn.
But like the basic colors, like you cannot mix a blue.
Right.
You can do orange, you can do pink, you can do gray, but like the main colors you can make them. That's crazy, right?
Right.
So I saw colors like that.
I see what you're saying.
Like, how you make those? You can make, and the shapes. But what really happened was I took one hit, let it go quick, and the second one you do as big as you can, and you hold. And you hold until you die. And my chest explode. Boom.
That's what you felt.
And I disappear. I'm energy. I in that moment, I'm not a father, a brother, a UFC fighter. There's no social. I'm nothing. I don't have a name. I'm just a piece of element going up. And when I got there, it was pitch black. And then my grandfather came like out of nowhere, like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'm like,
but it's not like when you're experiencing this, you're not experiencing this how we see like the world in front of us.
No, it's energy. Like I was a piece of nothing. I was like ghost. I don't know how to describe it. I was just energy.
And so would you describe it as like almost more of like a feeling, like when it's
like a dream.
Okay.
Like when you're dreaming crazy shit that will never happen.
Yeah.
Like I was on another world. But it's quick. It's like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I was with my grandfather, and I was just like, the energy he gave me. When I came back, I was just laughing and like kind of like tearing up. I was like, whoa, dude, that was fucking epic.
And what about time? Did it feel like it was longer than it was?
It felt normal. It felt like I was gone for a little bit.
Okay.
And I felt safe. Like, it felt great.
Yeah.
And when you smell DMT, if somebody that don't know anything about DMT, you tell them, smell this. And they go, and you tell them what happened. It takes you somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
When I smelled it, took me when I was a little kid, and I will see my mom doing her makeup.
Just the smell of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was, I'm a kid. I'm the youngest one, so I'm the one that spent the most time with mom. So it would take me to, like, she was getting ready to go out with me, and I would just remember, like, younger mom, beautiful, energy, blonde hair, big green eyes, doing her makeup. I'm just kind of like staring at her, kind of like, I'm amazed by how pretty my mom is, how good she's with me. And my friend went like this, right before we smoked it. Give it a smell. I went like, whoop. I went to that moment and I told him, what the fuck? And my friend started laughing. Why did you smoke it? I said, wow, let's fucking smoke this shit.
Damn.
And DMT calls you. It's not something like, it's not like weed that I roll a joint and I smoke it. You know when it's right. Like, if you pull it off right now, I might say like, or I say like, oh, fuck, you have it right now? Boom. It just happens like that.
Right. That's very accurate. Like, you either like you really feel like you're ready for it or not at all.
And if you're not, you're just not.
Yeah, and definitely don't do it. I'd recommend. Like, you want to feel like it's the right time.
For sure. You will know when it's the right time.
Yeah.
Like, you just know.
Now, what about mushrooms? So do you do like a strict or any sort of regimen as far as microdosing?
I follow a little bit of the microdose from what's the mushroom doctor, the one that makes the pills and supplements. Big beard with the bucket hat. He's been around before. Fuck.
Is he the mushroom? Oh,
he have a company, and I took his supplements. Like the rage. He have the regular mushrooms, but he talks about like the 4 days microdose, 3 days off, 4 days on.
Yes.
And I did that for many years, like for health. But now that I kind of like master myself and I know what I need, when I need it, I would take 0.5 gram one day, stop for like 3-4 days, then microdose for a week, then I stop for a month.
Yeah. Like that's how I do it.
Just comes and goes.
Do you ever like max dose? You ever do like 4 grams?
I never ever did big doses, but what I do actually do, sometimes I took 1 gram in the morning and I filled it hard, and then like at noon I took another 0.5 gram, and then I took another half. So I end taking almost 3 grams through the day.
Okay.
But not at once.
So you've never taken like 4 grams?
Never.
Interesting.
Never.
Damn.
But it's just because I feel like when I was younger, like my friends would like go for a huge dose. I would took like 1 gram, and I was just like really tipsy, feeling good, and they were fried, and I was just like looking at them, I was like, just watch you.
Yeah.
It makes me like feel like I'm already doing it.
I'd rather feel that. You'd rather feel that.
But like, if I'm at the right place, let's say I'm hunting with my friends or whatever, I will max out, see what happens.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. Like, I'm not against it.
Right.
I've been a gram guy my whole life. I was just taking a gram.
Can you smoke a lot of weed though?
I can smoke through the day.
Because I can't smoke a lot of weed. Like, I get too high and I'll get like anxious.
But probably smoking bad weed.
Probably.
I'm smoking fucking farmer's market shit.
Like good stuff, homegrown shit.
I like fucking designer type of drugs.
I see.
I'm smoking like high level weed. Not strong. Not the most chemical.
Yeah.
Not the most shit with terpenes and flavors. That's bullshit. That's for the eaters that smoke the vape, and drives me crazy seeing people smoking that shit.
Vapes are the worst thing
makes
ever.
me want to slap them on school. I'm like, bro, that's bad for you. Smoke
bad.
cigarettes. Cigarettes are actually okay.
I would just say smoke some tobacco, roll up some tobacco and smoke it.
I smoke a spliff here and there.
I just have to tell these fucking guys to stop smoking vapes, man.
Yeah, you smoke vapes, dude?
Well, I think he stopped, but like one of our...
man. That's like literally like taking cancer pills.
Straight up. Yeah,
I'm
fuck
like,
that.
All my friends, the few of them that get into it, I've been that of an asshole that I grab the thing and I step on it.
I always take their fucking
and I say,
shit
I
from
bang
that.
with you, whatever, $50 is your fucking stupid shit.
Yeah.
But don't do it. At least don't do it in front of me because it makes me sick. You're going to smoke a cigarette next to me? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
You dip in tobacco? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I also do that. Just that, babe. Then going back to the weed, they put flavors, dude. I mean,
yeah.
It's like talking about meat. I like a good fucking ribeye, the highest quality tomahawk. I cook that shit all day. I make a great tomahawk. I don't want a fucking blueberry kiwi tomahawk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, a bunch of random shit.
Yeah, why you putting like flavors on the weed? I mean,
people get carried away with all that shit.
And then they crazy crystals and they fucking in the lab created different. I'm like, no, dude. Just like Bob says, smoke the herb, grow in the ground, roll it out, smoke it out. Like, don't get crazy with that. And I do smoke. I'm blessed that I know the right people in the industry, and I just get fucking ounces of the best shit.
The good stuff, yeah.
And it's clean. Some indoor, some outdoor, but it's good. And I feel that weed, it will get you also partner if you overdo it. But
yeah,
baby hits until you feel better.
Yeah, I see.
We need to recover as older. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, bro, because I miss it. Because like I would be so hit and miss. Like I'd have days where, because I would train like bodybuilding with it, or even cardio and stuff, and I'd be like, once I get it right, it's like perfect. Like I couldn't even describe
and I feel
how good
that
it is.
paranoia also, it's a sign. Maybe something's going on that you need to fix or face. Maybe because when you, let's see, going back to the drugs, cocaine, you go like, fuck yeah, I'm the best in the world. Ah, oh, I will not die the next day. Weed, when you get paranoid, maybe it's because your body's like, you get so in tune that you go like, oh fuck, I've been fighting with my wife, or oh, my job is not the best. But when you're sober, you just keep trying.
Yeah.
But when you're high, you actually go deep to the root.
Attentive.
And then you start going like,
yeah, that's accurate.
It's okay. You just fucking fight the feeling.
That's accurate.
Paranoid. Like fucking Action Bronson gave me a big dab one day, and I really almost cried and called the ambulance.
I've called the ambulance before.
And I just went like this. I'm not gonna die. So I'm just gonna feel I'm gonna die, but I'm not gonna die. Fuck you feeling. Fuck. But it's gnarly, dude. I've been there many times. Like my manager one time in Vegas, he dropped me off some edibles, and somehow I thought that I read CBD.
Oh.
And I ate a handful of gummies, and they were fucking delicious. And then there was a moment I was feeling like I was about to die. So I was feeling insecure and fucking weird, and my heart rate went to like fucking 180 something. And then I was like, I called him, I was like, yo, you bring me THC or CBD? Oh no, CBD, brother. I know you like to get high. I say, thank you. I hung, and I started praying for like 4 hours, dude. I was like, please God, please don't kill me. Until I realized I haven't died yet. So if I'm feeling I'm not breathing properly, but it's been 4 hours, chances are that I'm not breathing.
You'd have been dead.
But dude, it's a long trip, and you feel like shit.
I've been there. I did that. I was with a friend once, and I was in Disneyland, and I thought I was gonna die, dude.
That's fucked up. I've been there many times.
So bad.
But you know what's at least what works for me? I told my body, I will never quit weed. I rather die having a heart attack, and I have enough paranoia, and one day just stop coming. One day just leave me.
Just left.
You gotta just fight.
You gotta go through it.
You gotta go through it.
Fuck. You're right.
Just give it a try. Just smoke small hits. You can always get more high, but you can never come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes take baby hits that don't even get you high, and then your brain and your body start feeling more comfy. It's all feeling. It's like going to a fight. If you go so insecure and nervous, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You have to almost pretend you're not. And you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna win this.
Fuck, it's so accurate.
It's the same. Come on, let's get high.
All right, let's smoke. We're gonna end this. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
No, but we can smoke.
We can smoke right now. Yeah. Let's do it.
So,
all right, guys. Quick interruption from the podcast. Manscaped. Listen, I've talked about this before. I'm gonna talk about it again because it's that important. When it's coming to like some sort of routine, skincare, face care, beard trimming, all that good stuff, I literally have used Manscaped. I don't know. It feels like for like maybe 2 years now. I shave my face with it every single day unless I go get cut from a barber or something like that. But they have everything from like grooming needs to like skincare, beard care, lower body body care, like shaving, you know, down here so you're clean, shaving everywhere. And honestly, their products are they're just nice. It's just genuinely good. And obviously, like, I think you're losing out just genuinely on a lot if you're not taking care of all these needs. Oftentimes, like, it's really easy for us to get caught up. I know I personally do it, get caught up in so much other stuff in my life that I'll like maintain. I won't maintain my personal needs as far as like cleanliness and all this kind of stuff that I need to really make sure that I'm always gonna, because like, you know, you see me on camera, this or that. But reality is like, you'll just feel better if you have a routine in place, keeping yourself kept as much as you can or how you like it, whatever. It's up to you. But go to Manscaped, check them out, manscaped.com right now. Code RawTalk to get 20% off plus free shipping. Right now, manscaped.com. Go show some love. Support your boy. Let's get back into this podcast. Stay clean, stay fresh.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Yeah.
If we're not teaching kids, babies, like little kids, that they're just getting ready to learn how to read, learn how to count, if we're not teaching them regular sex, boy and girl sex, penis, girl and vagina.
We're not teaching that.
We're not.
Right.
Why are we teaching all the other gender sex? It's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. I don't give a fuck what you do with your body. I don't give a fuck the way you think. If you want to fucking fuck a horse, a pork, and a transsexual person, that's okay. Do it in your house. Because if you want to teach all this crazy shit on little kids, they will be manipulated.
Too impressionable.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're kids. Hey guys, it's okay to dress like the opposite. They will do it. If you teach them early to do that, that will be their normal.
Yeah, whether or not it's something they actually want to do or not, just because of the auto-suggestion of it.
If we're not going to a first grader and tell them like, hey dude, to a kid, you should like vagina and you should like woman. And you don't go to a little girl and tell her, look, little girl, dick is the best for you. Because then they will try it too early. You got to let kids grow. Yeah. Hormones are going to come. Boners are going to come. Periods are going to come. And while that happens, you don't tell them anything. You just teach them, you're too young for some things. You know, just the right fucking way. The simple, basic ways. You don't teach little kids. You don't take the U.S. flag or the Ecuadorian flag or any country you are to put a gay flag. And I have nothing. I got homosexual friends left and right. And we have this conversation. And they told me, we don't want to push this shit.
Yeah.
It's actually not the good people doing this. There's some bad, evil shit behind all this. And yeah, when we talk about it, some look like crazy. I just give my opinion. Don't fucking tell my kid that he can decide what to do or he can dress like a woman because he just know what he is. And that's it. There's a small percentage out there that is born with a disease or a sickness. I don't know how to explain it because I'm a fucking professional fighter. I can go in terms like these things, like when you believe you're something else. I don't know how you call that, and I don't want to know it. There's people that are actually born with an issue. I don't want to call it a problem. It's an issue. I myself have a daughter with special needs, so I don't talk crazy on this type of shit out of respect. But that's fine too. If you're born like that and you want to be the opposite, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't tell all the regular kids that, hey, you should be this or that, or you should accept this, because you're not going with a tray of cocaine and go like, hey kids, there's a plant called coke, and if you cook it with gasoline and put other things that will kill you, you can put in your nose. Here's I'm gonna leave it here and you guys can try it if you guys want, but it's not good for you, but I'm gonna leave it here. It's the same shit.
So crazy.
So when you want to do a parade or you're gonna go fight for your rights, that's fine with me. Do all that. Speak your mind. Don't go naked. Don't bring kids.
Yeah. And
don't do things that you should be doing on private.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
Yeah. I mean, it's like kids should be teaching kids about parents or teachers rather in the school should be teaching kids about like kid shit they're supposed to learn about, like math and like
the regular
social studies
and be history. Kind, respect people.
Yeah.
I was on a school when I was a kid. There were little kids that they will be feminine. They will talk feminine. And today they are gay. They're openly homosexual.
Yeah.
Nobody did nothing wrong with those kids. They grew up like that. And that's fine. Me, I get along with them. I was cool with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're respectful. I'm respectful. I never pick on them. They never pick on me. But that's fine. That didn't change the way I think. But also, if the teacher will be telling me like, hey, that's okay. You can be that too. I would be like, why are you trying to make me that if I'm not that?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because they're manipulating that. That's when I heard this is a thing in the school. This is a new subject. I say, find a private school.
So you had your kids out of school and they said that this is going to be a new thing and you were like, we're out of here.
So my daughter's in public because of special needs class.
Okay.
My son is in private because I heard of this. And then I researched and I was like, this is actually true. Like, this is going on. This is not like a rumor or a conspiracy. I don't read any conspiracy. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I'm into I don't give a fuck what's going on. Just don't fuck with me.
Yeah. I love that mentality.
Because,
fuck, dude.
I got friends that they're losing their mind. And they might be right. But guess what? They're not fixing nothing. And they will never fix nothing. There's some power elites out there that you can't control.
Yeah.
And you can't beat. Live your life. Fuck it. And just make sure you're a good person. You eat well. You fuck a lot. And you have fun.
Yeah.
But like, you can get into the conspiracy. Right. But when I get to the thing that public school teach these things and explain these things, and when you know what, I'm not gonna fight the system. I'm just gonna work a little harder and pay private. So my two youngest are in private, and my daughter, because of the program, she's in public. But you just gotta stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
And in a kid with a special class, you can get away with more and argue more.
What was that last part?
You can actually fight them. Because they have more benefits. So if I go like, fuck you, I don't want my kids learning this.
In private school.
In public school.
Right.
Like, for example, they were asking for all these vaccines for my daughter. Right. And I went like, there's a law that kids with special needs, they can be on vax. You don't want to put more things to your kids.
Yeah.
So the one day they returned from school, and I sent an email with a screenshot of what the fucking law say, and I pretty much said, "You fuck you. You can do this to my daughter. She's fucking crying. You hurt her feelings. You send it back. You're a fucking asshole, and this is illegal. I'm gonna sue your fucking ass." They called me pretty much begging me, bring her back. We apologize. I said, "You're welcome. Don't fuck with her."
Because this is what they were trying to say, that she had to get a vax.
Like 20 vaccines. Like 2 weeks ago. Like, we need all this list of vaccines. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
Bro.
Yo, the world is so crazy.
And you know what's crazy? All those vaccines, if they would be free, I might take them. But just the fact that you charge them,
bro, I'm
like, suck my dick.
It's so funny.
That's why my other two go to private, because they don't ask for vaccines.
And it's funny. And then when they back when they were saying it was free, but it's like, it's never free. It's tax money gone to like pharmaceutical companies. Like, it's, if it was for free, they wouldn't be a for-profit business.
Yeah, bro.
It's just, you explain it, people just don't want to hear it. They just want to be like.
But that's going back to the guys that make it and to the guys that just go to the regular path and they take the punishment of being a normal person, and they go to sit down in class, they get a fucking paper that says that you're a master on nothing. Then you apply for a shitty job and you just say yes and thank you.
Fuck.
It's the same people that is watching, and they go like, oh, they say I need 4 vaccines and they might kill me, but they're good. Okay, I do it. I just think if you eat clean and you live a good lifestyle, and you
not only what you think that, but also when it was all said and done, they did all the research and all the data, it showed exactly that.
And guess what? So, if they push it again, they will do it, because there's a lot of fucking donkeys out there that they just like, oh yeah, if they say fucking to hit myself with a baseball bat, it's fine, I do it. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's sad, dude.
Yeah.
Because one day it's gonna get out of control.
That's what I'm like. That's where we're headed, though. It feels like it's like, where do we go?
And other countries probably look at the U.S. and go like, "These fucking."
They're like,
monkeys.
"What are you guys doing?"
They're laughing.
Fuck.
I mean, you gotta put control. You need the government. You need somebody that fucking. Okay, guys, we're not fucking Vikings. We're not raping each other and killing each other.
Right.
We need that. We need the cops. We need the firemen. We need all that shit. We need the fucking guy that says like, hey guys, this is good, this is bad. Set the rules and the laws. Yeah, we need to be civilized, but don't use that and go to a really dark thing.
Yeah, they took it all the way. Yeah, all the way.
Because you need that fucking control. You know, rapists, all those fucking kill them, hang them, burn them. You know, you crash accident driving drunk. Okay, you're an idiot, but you're not really that. So you're still going to yell. You need those rules, right?
Right.
But they're going like
to control the craziness of just humans. But like
the fact that they were letting sex offenders out of prison because they don't have enough sources during COVID, that was crazy,
bro. When
I heard that, I'm like, let go the drunk idiot that by accident killed somebody. I mean, granted, the other family probably might want to kill him. Don't let go fucking rapist people. Those ones, instead of letting them go, put him in the fucking, what's his name? Hitler's fucking chambers. They're the ones that should be there, not the good people. Or not normal people. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're talking about in California, they're letting the people out.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. It's crazy.
Like, they're sex offenders.
Yeah.
The moment you step on somebody else's rights, your rights are gone.
Especially that way.
Gone.
Especially that way.
If you shoot somebody, if you're a bad person, you kill. Your rights are gone. There's no fucking human rights in you. You become nothing.
Yeah.
You deserve nothing but the same.
Yeah. I don't know why it's gotten so... I don't know. It just seems like...
I mean, who sets the rules? When you come with all this human rights thing and we need a second chance, somebody that is raping out there, they don't need a psychologist. There's already something wrong and there's no fixable.
Yeah.
Those ones, you discharge them.
Yeah, why are we so sensitive and so soft nowadays? So soft.
No one raped by accident. No one do nothing of those bad shit.
It's intentional.
Yeah. Kids, adults, if you have one off, like when Cain Velasquez went to jail for shooting the guy that did something to his daughter, that's wrong. He was on his right to fucking kill the motherfucker.
Yeah, it's I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened.
Dude, that thing hurt me because I'm a dad. I'm like, you do that to my kid, I'm not gonna miss when I shoot. Because Cain did miss. I won't miss.
And he still got fucked for it. It's just crazy how I don't get it, man. I don't know where the fuck it's going. That's the thing when I ask about kids and stuff. Like, do you ever worry about where it's going?
Dude. Like when I'm on I swear to God, I'm like a fucking eagle. Going back to my eyes. When I'm in the park and I go with my 3 kids, I could go by myself, but I will never be on my phone if I'm in charge of the kids. So in the park, I'm fucking dude. I'm hearing Ellie here, Nachos on my back, Anna's here, and I'm just fucking going like soon. Hey, be careful. Because
like a hawk.
It can really happen like that.
Yeah.
Somebody out of the blue, gone. There's 40 kids, 20 that. I mean, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can be like looking to the fucking sky. I got like military intelligence, bro. Like I'm like hearing you here. And if for a second I don't, I'm like, hey, get close, come here. Because there's sick people out there, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I notice this is if somebody's parking, like, you know, somebody that just park on his car and smoke a cigarette, I'll go like, yo, you know you can smoke a cigarette anywhere but in a park with the kids, right? It's weird. What? Could be a good person.
Yeah.
But when I'm driving, I don't park in the park. I either park home or go to my friend's house or stop in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I see a car parked, just a man.
But you're applying your logic to what you would do in the situation.
Yeah, like I wouldn't park in a park.
Right.
I don't smoke a joint in a park and chill there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see a random car, I goes like, "You got kids here? No. Fuck off then." What? Like it's just weird.
It is weird.
It's kind of common sense.
Weird as fuck.
Like you don't go.
I only go to the park or I go to a dog park with my dogs. I don't have kids.
I go to the dog park with my dog too. But like, just picture this: you could drive tomorrow morning and park outside a park, and tell me if you feel okay doing that.
I'm sure I wouldn't. I'd be like, why am I here? I would park anywhere else.
I go to Whole Foods, get a smoothie. I park on Whole Foods parking.
Maybe go get some acai or some shit.
Yeah, go get an acai.
Maybe a coffee.
1,000% coffee, but park in a park.
I would never do it.
I mean, if you want to use your computer, you go to a coffee shop. Yeah. That's what, like, even those little things, I'm like, I'm already have a target in your shoulder.
Damn, you caught those motherfuckers quick, dude.
Like, I'm like, if you're parked there and you're smoking a cigarette, I'm like, again, if you're a homeless guy and you're just fucking chilling there, I get it. God bless you. I know you have a fucked up life or you fucked up, whatever. But if you're in your car, recline your seat, looking at the park, those are the
motherfuckers you gotta look out for.
That's weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
Because I'm like,
have you ever had anything like that happen, like weird? Like, obviously you said you told him to get the fuck out, but anything actually happened weird in a situation like that?
I have never been close to something like that. Or
probably lucky for that.
I never been like in a situation that somebody else is like, where's my kid? You know, in the mall.
Yeah.
Because that dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
And that thing happened. That's a real thing happening in the world. Like the sex trafficking,
kids being taken.
Missing.
Yeah.
That's happening. And that's like the cartels. You will never stop.
You know what's interesting about that? You never see that stuff really covered that much. I just think that's interesting. Just something to put out there, like in the media in general. Like, you don't see mainstream media talk about it. Yeah, we just caught
these bad guys doing this. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
They find a couple kilos of cocaine. They caught, the fucking guys from whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't see, like, sex traffickers. Because that shit happens. Like, you remember when in Hawaii they were, like, tagging cars and people were telling stories? Like, this group of people would, like, put a sticker in your car so the other guys know when you go to a car, they should tag you. It was, for a while, there was something going on like that in Hawaii.
Oh, I don't remember about that.
And I was like, that's fucking crazy to me.
They were putting stickers on cars in order to, like, tell someone.
For example, let's say I go in there and I see that's a chick by herself. I make sure she's not with nobody. I will put, like, a little something in the car. Like, I don't know, like a piece of tape or...
So they were doing this to, like, indicate that people were alone.
Like letting the guys that would commit the crime be like, hey, pay attention to this car.
Like, you can get away with this one.
That's an easy prey. Something like that. Oh,
shit, yeah.
And I was seeing that in the media for a while. Like, people were going full-on testimonies. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm okay with the people making drugs and selling drugs. I can control that. People want to be a drug addict, that's your decision.
Yeah.
But
fucking with people,
taking lives away.
Yeah. Especially kids, man.
Especially kids. That rule should be set. Anything of those things with hurting people's lives.
Yeah.
It's 100% you go to deathbed.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you fuck, it's like putting yourself and fucking up with someone else's.
And I'm not going to go crazy because I would love to get crazy with what I really would like to do to these people. But for the human rights fucking pussies out there, let's say this. Just send them out quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it takes one offense. It's not like, oh, yeah, he was drunk. I've been drunk 1,000 times. You don't think that.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing I'm thinking when I'm drunk is my wife. And she's 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One offense. The minusculous.
Get rid of them.
Done.
Straight up.
I mean, if you're drunk and you're peeing on public, they put you in the same category.
That's fucked,
which is crazy. I mean, if you're drunk peeing in a parking lot, giving your bag to the people, and some guy called the cops on you, they put you in the same line as you raping somebody. That's how dumb. I get it. If you're taking your dick off in the middle of McDonald's and you're peeing inside because you're drunk and disrespectful, put the guy in jail, maybe punch him and knock him out.
Beat him up a little bit.
But you know what I'm saying? That's not a rapist. That's a fucking idiot. Put him in jail. Give him the same punishment. But somebody that is committing an actual crime like raping or abusing, you're done.
Just get rid of them.
Just get rid of them. Yeah. You don't need that motherfucker anyways.
I agree.
And if you really believe in human rights and second chances.
You know what's interesting, though? The crazy thing about it is, the thing that I don't understand why people are so sensitive about it all is because if you really gave people that actual expectation, it would stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do believe that it would have stopped a lot. Like, obviously, like there would still be people who just have that fucking much of an issue that they have.
But it will you will send a message. You will be like, hey, dude.
That's the point.
You want to be It's as simple as this. What happens if you put your hand on fire? You get burned.
Yeah.
There's no, this time I'm not getting burned.
But that's what I'm so interested in is like, it's accepted because like I could say I wouldn't do it. You could say you wouldn't do it. Jacob say you wouldn't do it. Like we know it wouldn't happen, right? So I would never worry about that. And because it is such like everyone goes and they know how much of a serious fucking thing it is to affect someone's life that way, then why wouldn't we all agree that, yeah, this person should not exist?
It's dead.
Like
that person will not.
But how? I'm curious. Like, why are people sensitive about this sort of topic? Because there's certain things. It's like you said, if I'm a drug addict and I fuck my life up, that's my choice.
Yeah.
But if I go and affect your life because something is going on in here, or I affect your kid because something's going on in here, like there should just be no around that.
You contribute with nothing in this world if you're a predator like that. There's no value in you. And if anybody out there want to say that you can change, okay, fly that motherfucker to your house, giving the next room to him next to your fucking beautiful little daughter, and tell me what happened. That motherfucker will take the first chance and fucking do bad things.
Yeah, it's so I just don't understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no human rights there because you're already abusing others people human rights. You already broken into others people privacy. That means your rights are taken away that moment too.
Yeah,
it becomes even
because it's this is the most intimate like trauma thing that you could ever do to someone, and it's just kind of like. But I don't understand how people could even. And maybe I don't know if it's just a media portrayal, but how would you even argue the opposite? Like, how would you even say no? They should be treated like this or like that. It's like no, people should just know what the fuck is up. You do that, it's a huge fucking deal, and you're done. Sorry, you made a mistake, but.
Yeah.
Like, why would there be any sort of we have to do it a different way?
There's no maybe because whoever is taking the decision is doing the same thing.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other reason to me to think why they're not changing this law, like worldwide. Doesn't matter where you at. There's no like maybe or you know what second chance. No, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I feel like most people agree with that too.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Fuck, man. Different topic. Dude, I like talking to you.
Thank you, bro.
I feel like we got high and we kind of, got a little further. Maybe a little bit politically correct or incorrect, depending on whatever.
Doesn't matter. They decide. We talk what we want to talk.
Yeah,
It's great talking to you too.
Bro, have you done a bunch of podcast stuff? I know you speak, you do like, you said you did the commentary stuff.
Yeah, I'm easy to talk, bro.
Yeah.
I'm simple. Like to answer the best of the questions, like I'm not trying to fit on what you like. Doesn't matter who is talking to me. Can be the biggest superstar, can be the guy that cleans the floor, can be my cousin. I'm gonna talk the same. I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna say crazy jokes. I'm gonna say crazy shit, but also I'm gonna be very serious about serious topics. And to me, it's easy to talk.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I don't have a podcast is because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'll be great.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, man.
It is funny. I just feel like it would take a little bit of my focus of fighting. I know other fighters do.
But yeah, a lot do. I've noticed it's getting more popular.
Yeah, because they're seeing success in other people. But I'm like, I stick to what makes you good.
Yeah. Maybe when you're done.
Maybe exactly later you put other goals in front of you. Okay, these things over. Let's do it. My grandpa used to say, if you put too many things in your hand, you won't be able to squeeze nothing.
Fuck. That's such a fucking bar.
So you just, I remember he would always tell me like, hey, dude, because I would I would be making holes and using all his tools just for fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, don't try to do 20 things. If you want to dig a hole, and don't try to like make 20, make one. And
say the hand thing one more time. Sorry, that bar went, it was good.
He would say like, if you put too many things in one hand, you won't be able to squeeze one.
Bro, I'm about to tweet that shit as soon as I get off this podcast. Yeah. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No, but
I
it's
swear
true.
though.
There's little things that stick to me. Like, And that's true. Like,
it's such a beautiful saying.
The podcast is great, and I know everybody. I can just text everybody like, "Yo, you wanna do? I will fly you here, there, boom."
Yeah.
It's just, it's not the moment. I feel like fighting make me great. Fighting give me success. I keep on doing it because I know I'm capable of doing many things. I have the personality, I have the work ethic. So right now it's just like focus on that. And I do like to go to other people's podcasts.
Yeah.
Like it's just fun for me to just get to know other people or just talk about cool shit.
Yeah, I'm glad you came, man. This was a fucking a blessing and honor. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
And fuck, good luck on your fucking upcoming fight. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be. I guess you don't know either, but
I don't know. But I'm really prepping. I'm convinced it's happening.
I would love to
I'm
see
already
that
on the horse for that. So
it's gonna be in New York, Madison
that's
Square
November.
Garden?
I doubt he will fight that quick. He needs time to get the hair done and the nails done. So
oh shit.
You know.
Oh fuck.
But
this is like the low key shade is I gotta have to let that slide.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide.
I'll be ready. Maybe it's next year. He's not the type of guy that will turn around quick and fight. He don't have those type of balls.
Damn. Fuck.
But regardless, I'll be ready.
I can't wait to see the way this podcast ages.
It will be great.
Oh, I want to see you guys fight so bad now.
We will fight.
Well, I appreciate you coming, man. Where can they find you? Obviously, socials, all your shit, Chito.
Chito Vera UFC. Yeah. Chito Vera in Facebook. I don't know. Follow me.
Yeah. Yo, you're dope, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you coming. It's fucking awesome. Good to meet you, man.